Testing. Just a little bit of a test. Okay. Per usual, no one can hear me. I'm just screaming into the void. Hey guys, what's going on? How's it going? Let me just stuff my shirt back into its proper slot. Hi guys. So I'm testing something out, so I have the chat here too. Whoa, hi! Elsa, long time no see. How's it going? And Saber like, what up? Yeah, all you can hear is music. Sometimes it's all you need. Sometimes it's all you need, guys. So, I was saying when I was muted, I know the camera's like a little bit blurry. I don't know if I can adjust that because it's so far away. But, yeah, I figured we'd do a little maker situation. Oh! Ripped off my head. Hold on. Let's pull this down. Elsa, how are you doing? How's everybody doing? How's your job going, Saber Lake? The heck is new, guys? Hi. While you're answering, I will just say, I feel so off today, guys. I have such a headache. And I'm trying to, like, pull it together, but I feel like I'm in La La Land. But the Dream Supreme knows no bounds, so I will continue to work on projects today. Vangelis is here. Hey, what's up? Good afternoon. Oh, Saberlike says the blur just looks like a soft filter. Good. Good. That is good news. So guys, I cleaned off my desk. I got a new art cart so I can have things more organized. I am working on so much stuff right now, guys. You won't even believe it. You won't even believe it. Look at this. Look at this list. Oh, if you can. Full to the brim. So, what do you guys think I should work on today? So I'm opening a Patreon at some point, right? I already ordered some special pins that will be coming in the end of November. Very excited. I'm also working on art prints, and for anyone that becomes a Patreon member, I'm making a special Eggy hat. The one and only Eggy hat. You know the little one? I got, I'm making like a fabric party hat, you know? But a little one for any Patreon member. And I have some gold thread that I'm gonna line it with. And I have this, which I already forgot what it's called. I'm kind of one of those people that's like, I'll get a hair up my ass about something I want to do, and then I'll watch a bunch of tutorials, and I'll get everything I need for it in the moment, and then I'll completely forget. I just know I need this to iron onto this to make a this. You know what I mean? I don't need to know what it's called. Fusible something that's gonna fuse something. You know what I'm saying? I'm so excited, guys. So I could either be working on party hats today. I could either be testing art prints. I got fancy art paper that have samples of that I need to test. I can also... Hold on. This is two-hand business right here. Oh, please. I have a new army. A new army of Eggies. These ones are going to be a little bit different, though. So, I got these magnets. These tiny magnets. You see? So I'm going to carve out a little spot in their head to put a tiny magnet. So that way I can make little accessories. So for Soft Sides, for example, the new song I'm working on, when I release the merch and music video for it, the symbol of the song is like a sunflower, not a sunflower, but like a little yellow daisy. So I wanted to make a custom little yellow daisy that you can put on your Eggy figure if you were here at the time of the song release, you know? For each song I want to do something like that. Just kind of like little collective commemorative accessories. So I can work on the Eggies, because some of them came in broken, so I need to glue their like baubles back on. So I can do that. Or And this isn't gonna be like last time, where I got nothing done. I have to get something done. It's gonna be kind of chill today. Or, let me just squeeze on over here, if this is permitting. Oh! Check this out. I made these nighttime horror little figures. And I'm really excited about them because they actually have the fabric from the real dress. This dress was made in real life. I made it in real life, but it was too big to store, so I cut it up and I put the fabric actually on the figures. So I have backdrops that I have to make for them. So I can do that too. I can make the backdrops. There's so many things I need to do. What else? What else? Party hats, eggy figures. I need to design like some stationery and new notepads and Dream Supreme stuff. Yeah. So, what do you guys think I should do? Party hat, eggy figurines, nighttime horror, diorama backdrops. Also, let me see what everyone's saying. Saberlike says, well, only worked for 2 days and don't work again until the 29th because my wife is taking the car out of state for the next 2 weekends. Oh no! Oh no! How did you like those 2 days? And Elsa says, I'm doing alright. I have missed the stream, so I'm glad to be free today. Yeah, we missed you, Elsa. It's so nice to see you. What have you been up to? Fill us in, Elsa. It's been so long. But thank you for coming back. No pressure at all, of course, either. Like, you know, these streams are just here. They come, they go. Sometimes they're not here. So it's good. So I'm stoked when our days align. Super nice to see you. Art cart. Evangelist's art cart is low-key fun to say. Good mouthfeel. It is a good mouthfeel, isn't it? Art cart. It's got a punch, you know? It's got a cut to it. Superlex says, I feel like I'm finally arrived here in Baltimore, starting the job and finding my people here at basically the same time. I don't think any of us doubted that you were going to, Saberlike. A social butterfly like you, it was only a matter of time. You only had your foot holding you back, you know? Saberlike says, I feel like the shape of my part here is starting to coalesce. That's awesome, Saberlike. You know, it's, you know, I don't think it's common for people to easily find, like, their people in a city they grew up in, let alone to a city they just moved in. So I'm super stoked for you. Cart art is slightly more fun to say. Evangelist says, I had 10 days of sloth malaise after getting back to Toronto, but yesterday I dragged myself to the coffee shop across the street and finished cutting an old stream down into a shorter video. Huzzah! That really is, you know, technically there's so much material that can be utilized in streams, but it really is, it's something I don't do either. There's something especially arduous about going through a stream. You know what I mean? It's like, damn. But good for you. I should probably do that too. I guess I thought about doing it, but I just don't know what would be of value to cut down into short form, you know, of a stream. Like, what are the highlights, you know? Elsa says, party hat sounds fun. And Saberlex says, if you're designing stationery, I recommend not using wheels. I didn't even finish the joke, but I have a feeling I know where this is going. Saberlex says, if you're designing stationery, I recommend not using wheels, because then it won't be stationary. But, be paper on the roll, huh? Saberlex says, this job is going great. I get to hang out somewhere cool, interact with people, listen to music, do math, and organize things. Low stakes and chill. And I'm sure you're learning a lot about, like, olive oil and vinegar, right? As far as dancing, I could feel my stamina returning, and I managed to get up to a level 4 dancing for a bit. We reached a level 4, people. If I had the power to confetti pop you right now, I would. You know I would. Evangelist says I cut 2 hours down to 45 minutes. Never done one of my own streams like that before, so it was also a learning experience. Interesting. What made you do it this time, Evangelist, to cut down your stream? It's so weird because the screen is so far away. I know I have a headset on, but I have this weird feeling that no one can hear me. Isn't that weird? Ain't that strange? Elsa says, I've been up to a lot and nothing at the same time. Many opportunities of growth, you could say. It's been a strange couple of months. On a positive note, I got a job offer. Let's fucking go, Elsa. What's the job offer for? But I know what you mean. So much stuff crammed into such little time. Or is it a long time? Who could say? And then you look at it and you're like, but was it actually a lot? Or was it just days filled with stuff? Evangelist says it took me since January because I kept looking away from it for months due to not knowing what I wanted to cut out. Yeah, exactly. That's why I've never attempted. Or maybe one time. I think I did for like the video game live streams of the Sailor Moon game. Yo. Sibyl says I actually started editing audio of my reading on your stream, but I might just re-record it since I've changed things since then. Oh, interesting. Okay. Elsa says it will be stitching and costume craft at a fancy theater in the city, so I'm hoping to accumulate some savings. So let me reread that. I wish I could like make this font bigger. Please be bigger. It's so small. Also says it'll be stitching and costume craft at a fancy theater in the city, so I'm hoping to accumulate some savings. Dude, that's so awesome, though. You know, I love that you're getting work for what you're super good at, you know? Good job. That sounds very exciting. Is it in Colorado? Evangelist says this is one of my first collab streams, so I wanted to make a video version to make sure people would see it. Oh yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Evangelist says, but I also heard myself in January say I'll probably do 1 or 2 of these collabs each month. Lamel, ha ha ha, sob, weep, cry, that didn't happen yet. Collabs are hard, right? Like, it takes a lot of coordination and style planning. Yeah, that's why I have to chill on collabs just for a little bit. Because I find myself wanting to put more effort into them to make sure the other person's represented properly. Today I really just zero prep. I meant to, like, I got such a good start last night. Like, I went to bed early and I was like, I'm gonna get up early. Shit, I might even work out. And then I'm gonna make a sick thumbnail. I maybe make some other video content, and then I'll do the stream. And then my poor dog got up at 6 in the morning and was just menacing around, just wanting to roam the house, check things out, crying, throwing up eventually. That's probably why he was upset. So no sleep for the wicked, but I did sleep, and I popped back up at like 12, and I was like, or 11:30, and I was like, oh no. So, very, very chill, low standard stream today. Oh, Elsa's back in Boston now. I drove back across the country by myself back in August. Oh, yeah. So I forgot, because I know you were, like, doing that summer camp thing. So you're back in Boston. That's so cool. Do you think you're going to stay in Boston for a while, Elsa? Saberlex says, I actually feel like I'm going to be more connected here than New York because I was only in Brooklyn a couple times a month, and now I found a scene close to me. That's fucking awesome. That's super, super awesome. Yeah, Baltimore is really creative. Sometimes I go there to visit Tots, and it's super, super hip-hop happening. I feel so frizzle-frazzled, guys. I hope I don't come off as a bummer. Sometimes I feel like I come off as a bummer. I am slightly bummed. That's just where I am today. I'm just slightly bummed just because I don't know if I'm sick. I don't know if it's just a flare-up of sorts, but it's just really hard to have the energy and think and do things right now. And there's like a pretty high degree of pain. All you can do is the best you can do, though. You know? You know what I was thinking about today? Because it's so easy to get caught up in these, sometimes wondering, like, I think anybody that's pursuing art or music can get caught up in the feelings of a desire to succeed in some way, to achieve some level of outward recognition to some extent. You know, whether that be likes on a post, whether that be interaction, whether that be something even more grandiose, such as, I don't know, like interviews or playing on the radio station. You know, just some metric of like success. And those thoughts sometimes will creep up on me. And it's so interesting because it's like, is the whole purpose you do anything for the success of it? What's the point then? You know? So I was having those thoughts today, just trying to catch myself and realign with like what success, reset my idea of what success is. Because before I started doing the live streams, my idea of success would have been to complete the animation for the intro, or to do one live stream, or to speak to even 2 Eggies on a live stream, you know? Or with video game playthroughs, it's like to post 1 video game playthrough was a huge success to me. And I don't know, it's such a weird time to be alive, because it's like, I look at some of my favorite artists, you know, and they're so beyond the world, like beyond talented, and they've really like changed my life, and they don't have success. You know what I mean? They're just kind of either not thought about, or maybe they don't know how to play the social media game well, like myself. You know? All that to say, I just want to encourage anybody that can feel discouraged and disconnected from things that made you feel passionate before, or things you thought you wanted to do, to disconnect that with external success as much as possible. You know? To keep intact the pleasure of the experience of doing the thing you want to do. And if that starts to become taxing and heavy and stressful, then there's something for you to look at there. Like, why does this thing I normally love feel stressful? Is it because I don't actually want to be doing it at all? I just think I have to be successful, to reach some metric of success or something, you know? Yeah. It's just fun thoughts. Just fun thoughts. I catch myself doing things, not because I want to, but because I think I should. You know what I mean? And so that's why I have to try to, like, steer myself back so I can enjoy what I'm doing again. Anyway. Oh, wow. Hold on. Hi, Porcelain. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Porcelain says, hello, fellow eggs. I've been here just snooping while I pack some toy orders to drop off. That's fucking awesome. What a fun thing to do. You know, to be in the business of toy collecting and selling. So cool. Saberlike says, oh yeah, I gotta let Tots know where I'm working. I'm pretty central location. Porcelain Piggy says, hope you feel better, Yolk. Thank you. Yeah, it just comes over sometimes. I think it's all hormonal. I think it's all just endo and PCOS stuff. I'm not sure, but I just gotta do the best I can. Elsa says for the year at least. The offer is only until February, so it's not a full-time, just full-time hours. Maybe they'll extend it if I'm good enough. I'm at a point in life where I don't know what to do. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I imagine you have to be somewhat roaming, somewhat nomadic when you're a costume seamstress, huh? because things are seasonal with schools and plays, or camps and plays. I wonder if you would enjoy being in like a ballet company costume team, you know? Something that's always going, because you're so talented and you're so cool. Vandal says, congrats in sales, Porcelain. Yeah, for real. Congrats in sales. Felix says, well, maybe the shorter term gig will give you enough time to figure out what's next. I'm sure the path will be revealed closer to when you need to take the steps. Yeah, 100%. Definitely. Elsa says, I want to leave Boston and find success somewhere. I could push myself and learn to thrive alone and with others. I want to make big things, but my motivation has been turned into tiny little trickle. Oh, I feel you. I feel you. That's the thing too, is like, what drives me is I want to create something great, you know? I have these little, you know, like these little things that I want to do, like the music videos and stuff, and I just want to do my best at that. Like this painting, for example, I just want to do my best at it, and just the process of making something I think is great, you know? But, motivation can be hard. Motivation can be really hard. Maybe you just need a break, Elsa. But sometimes I feel like if I don't push through this malaise, if I don't push through this, like, slowdown period, then I don't have what it takes to be great, you know? But that's just a judgment. Everyone's great. I can be great in obscurity, as I am, you know? As everyone is. But yeah, like Saberlike said, maybe Elsa, this short-term gig, hopefully it'll be enough of a buffer. I know it's not that long, it's just a few months, but yeah, hopefully it'll be enough of a buffer for you to save up and try to plan what's next. Pros and cons, because you won't have yet somewhere to put roots down and a job that you can count on. But the pros are, like I said, you get to be nomadic, you know? You get to travel around and have different experiences in different places and meet different people. Hi, Elnax. Welcome. Long time no see. Saberlike says, my goal since 2020 was to literally just play a show, and I checked that off this year finally. I know. Yeah, my goal is to perform again, too. I guess I could get demotivated when it's days like this, when it's I have the day off. I have my limbs. I have a lot of luck and ability on my side, like with tools and stuff, you know, and a roof. But I just feel so fucking sick all the time that it's hard to. No, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be woe is me. I'm just describing the experience that I'm having. Like, it's just so hard to just punch through that fucking block of malaise and inertia. Saberlike says success is a moving target. If you're too focused on the future, you can't appreciate the present. That's very true. I guess the thing that I've been struggling with too is I'll set goals for myself that I don't think have anything to do with outward success, right? It has to do with what I want to do. And so I'll set these goals and I'll accomplish these goals, and then I don't feel fulfilled by them. You know what I mean? It's like, it almost makes me wonder, it's like, what's the point? What's the point then? What's the point? You know? It's so easy to get away from what you really should be doing. And by should, I mean what would be fulfilling. It's easy to get distracted. Plight of the people pleaser, perhaps. Um, Vandal says the current world, especially the creative one, is really about maintaining connection and looking out for each other, in my opinion. Interesting. What do you mean, Vangelis? Elnex says, Yolk's back, hooray! Oh, no, you're back, Elnex. Thank you for being back. I know, I took a couple of weeks there because I was just sick, but, yeah. Thanks for wanting me back. Porcelain Piggy says, by the way, Yolk, I'll DM you some pics of the vintage Sailor Moon bag. Oh my god, thank you. I would love to see it. I was thinking about that the other day. Thank you so much, Porcelain. Oh, I'm so excited, guys. I love Sailor Moon vintage stuff. Elsa says, last night I watched Miyazaki and the Heron documentary about making of The Boy and the Heron, and it was such a cathartic cry session. It was a very sad story about life and loss he dealt with. Dude, I have not seen that yet. I really need to see it. And I bet that you feel a special close attachment to it since you made that amazing puppet. I didn't know there was a documentary. I heard that it was like Miyazaki's like most close to his heart film that he created. I'm curious to see both the documentary and the work to see what you're saying. But I'm glad you had a cathartic like release with that. Elsa says, but it got me in my feels and I just want to actually make original work again, right? I just want to make something that matters to me. Something I really care about. You know? Maybe, and that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to create something I really care about, okay? And maybe, I don't know if anybody else is working on anything, but maybe I advise maybe like just doodle or something, you know? Just do something fun. Vangela says that was me Monday and Tuesday especially, waking up and taking 2+ hours to actually get up and start. Yeah, what the fuck? Is it just seasonal, you think, Vangelis? Like allergies, or I know you're just coming off of a big illness. The big illness TM. Vandal says, I just started snarling like, move, machine! And thinking of the skeleton inside me as a foe to defeat by sitting up and walking into the washroom. And you defeated the foe. Vangelis, I've been watching Game Grumps play a game. It's like an old PS1 style game. Maybe it's on the Dreamcast, I don't know. But it's like, fuck, what's it called? It's like Robo... Let me find it. Because I think of you every time I watch it, and I wonder if you've seen it, because it's so clanky, but also just amazing. I just got the best text! My brother! He just said, sis, I want to write an album with songs like Fruity Overload. Let's do it! Me too. Oh, my brother is so fucking talented. So talented. The most talented guitarist I've ever known. Maybe even the most talented musician because his natural way to make songs. And I think he succumbed to not, he thinks he has ADHD, untested, but he has a really hard time doing things and staying focused. He kind of needs to feel the inspiration to do so. But he realizes that now. But now, he's in a serious relationship and he has a baby and he has all these responsibilities. And I know he feels a lot of mourning over, like, not being able to do the thing that he knows he is meant to do. So to get a text like this, I'm like, come on, come over. We'll do it right now. He's so amazing. Let me see what he said. I love my brother. I love both my brothers. I'm so lucky. I love all my siblings. I have the best siblings. Okay. Sorry. Okay, where are we? Oh yeah, Vangelis. I was gonna tell you about the game. Oh, another thing about doing what you want to do versus caring. Okay, doing what you want to do versus caring about what the fuck. What the fuck? If it's successful or not, if it gets enough likes or not. Like, okay, so I've been wanting to do video game playthroughs for a really long time. Like, literally since I was, I don't know, fucking 19 or 20. And I never did because I prioritized music. And now that I am, part of me, there's this sickness, there's this social media sickness that gets in my head that's like, oh, don't do that because it's going to tank your algorithm. Oh, this algorithm you built up. Oh, like you just finally built up this algorithm and you're gonna fucking tank it if you switch up your content right now, especially if you don't edit it well, especially if you don't present it well, especially if nobody engages with it or likes it. It's gonna shit on your algorithm. There goes your chances of success, you know? But I like doing them so much. But I love them so much. And I posted them, you know? And not many people like them. But that's fine. They're not for everybody, you know? I guess. But it has me feeling guilty. Like, it has me feeling like a weird sense of shame. Like, how dare I, like, you know? How dare I intentionally do something that I know is going to, like, really detract from all my efforts otherwise in other areas. But then there's a liberation when you set your expectations for yourself realistically. I have to reconnect with the void in the sense of I live in the void. I am an obscure, unknown artist, and I like it that way. I like it that way. It's easy to see, it's easy to get these notions in social media that we have to be more, that we have to have this external acknowledgement of success. But that's not true. Even if I do the best work that I am absolutely capable of consistently, I do everything that I think I should, I will likely never meet the level of success that people said they think I should have or they expect of me, like family or friends or whatever. Or myself. As in, like, oh, I'm illegitimate unless... I don't usually struggle with these thoughts and feelings, but I've been really feeling them and thinking them. But anyway, all this to say, just a resetting with the void. Slipping into the pool of the void and being like, ah, yes, this is where I belong, where there are no consequences. Just do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. Nothing else matters. Well, no. Lots matter. But in the context of, like, whether you should do something or not, are you successful or not, are you a failure or not, none of that matters. Do the best and the greatest work that you are capable of. You know? Anyway. Sorry, I have such a fucking headache right now. It's really hard to think straight. So I don't know if I make any sense or I make no sense. It's just, I'm in La La Land. Let me tell you, Evangelist, what I was going to tell you. So I'm just looking for the title of the game. It is called, God, dude, I went on a shark deep dive last night. I've been so into, not necessarily shark attacks, but really trying to understand, are sharks like dogs? Are they actually not that aggressive? And the truth is, they're not that aggressive. They're aggressive if they are threatened, if they mistake you, or if they're hungry. But sharks are actually quite lovely. Quite cool. Okay, so, Evangelist, it's called RAD. R-A-D. And it stands for, like, robotic... Fuck. Hold on. RAD robot game. Oh, yeah. It stands for Robot Alchemic Drive. Have you guys heard of this game? I'm watching Game Grumps play it the past few days, and I love it so much. Anyway, what am I talking about? Where were we? All this to say too, Elsa. Let's make work, original work that we care about. You know? Okay. I'm gonna sip the coffee and read. Okay. Elnak says, I was feeling demotivated yesterday. I did nothing and that was okay. It's past and now I want to do things. That's so important to do too. Oh man, maybe that's what I'm missing. I just don't feel like I can afford it right now. I'm trying to accomplish so much in such a short period of time. But there is so much utility in giving yourself permission to do fuck all for a day. Just, today's my fuck all day. I'm gonna watch Miyazaki movies all day. Or whatever, you know? Because then you're right, Elnax, you come back rejuvenated. You come back anew. So right. Okay, what else? Thank you guys for being here, by the way. It's so nice to just hang out and talk. I know I'm doing a lot of the talking, but I hope to catch up now. Silverlike says things can change fast in the last few months. Last October, there was no more on the radar, and by February, I was deep in preparation to come to Baltimore. Very fucking true. Silverlike says, thanks, Porcelain. It was back in March before I moved, and I'm still celebrating. Oh, Vangelis answers my question earlier to clarify what he was saying. He says, to respond, connection and looking out, I feel like lots of industries, companies, larger entities just don't have our backs at all, even if we do what we're supposed to do. So in the interim, we can have each other's backs as fellow entities. Even if it's just like, I'm going to repost this art friend's commission info post or share someone's video. Yeah, exactly. I totally know what you mean. Totally know what you mean. You know, that was really apparent to me too recently. I hung out with Maddie and we went to these different zine events, which I'm still working on the vlog for, but she's really rooted in a lot of art communities in LA, like theater, improv communities, black box theater communities, as well as like zine and art communities and music communities. So, you know, hang out with her as she comfortably interacts and weaves through these different environments. We went to a place in Highland Park, which was this really cool art bodega zine fest, and then we went to Non Plus Ultra, which is the venue we performed at together last year, or was it the year before? I don't remember. They were having a big art event as well, Art Mart, not Art Cart, Art Mart. And what was palpable in these communities is the way they care about each other, the different vendors, the different musicians. I spoke to a photographer there named Andy, and he said something like, we were just talking about the people there, and he said that he doesn't care about anything else other than, like, when somebody cares about other people, like, he's not into the energy of people just being there to, like, be there for themselves, but he will help anybody that helps others, basically. I'm putting words in his mouth, but that was kind of the sentiment. Anyway, just to echo what you're saying, Vangelis, just the sentiment of, like, there is that massive present day underground, like, sentiment, I feel like, that's like artists looking out for artists caring for other artists. And I think that's awesome. It's kind of strange for me as someone very isolated. But yeah, I feel you what you're saying. Elsa says, yes, I think as creatives, it's hard to balance work for money and work for your spirit. Yeah. It's funny. I know I could probably hone in. I could lock in and do work for like 3D stuff or editing or something, you know? But I can't bring myself to do it because I don't want it to taint the joy of it. You know what I mean? I want to have a stupid job that requires nothing of me creatively. And then I want to come home and spend every drop of my creativity on the projects, you know? But it does feel weird to and also not know how to use the skill set I do have for anything other than my projects. That's one of the things I guess I'm leaning towards, just experimenting with Patreon. Is, do I think it's gonna be wildly successful? No, but it's, why not? You know, what if? What if? You know? Yeah, just trying to find a way to make a living doing what the only thing I know how to do. So I feel you, Elsa. Am I talking too much, guys? I'm talking so fucking much just about, like, whatever the fuck. Saberlike says, I start defaulting to liking my friends' story posts whenever they're posting their own stuff to drive the algorithm. Hell yeah, let's go! Yeah, I try to do that too. Another important thing I just was reminded of today, someone was talking about it on YouTube, but if you really want to help your artist friends, if they post like a video or reel, watch all the way to the end, because it's the percentage of watch time that most algorithms prioritize, you know? So even if you just leave the video up and walk away, that can help your friends out a lot. Elmax says, I kind of got stuck on my black cat's face. I don't know how to finish embroidering it. Like this? Like a sad face? Or like X face? Oh. Oh, that is a real crux, huh? Do you have any leanings towards one or the other? You know how you could get both out? Now this might be something weird to say, but I think it's kind of cute. I've seen on some like handmade stuffed animals, like where the butt is, especially on cats, where the butt is, they'll put an X on the butt. So it's kind of like that face. It's like you can put an X on the butt and like the downturned frown on the face. That we get both. Cyberlex says, anytime I post a link to my music, my story views cut down to like 1/4. So I try to help others out when they do that. Yeah. I hate that we have to even care about that. Like, and we don't. We can liberate ourselves. Just post what you want to post. Post your music if you want to post your music. Who cares about the algorithm? I think algorithm-wise, the most success I had with that was a trick I actually learned from somebody, which is don't wait for your community to find you, go find your community. So post something in your story, post a video, then go spend like an hour or two every day on Instagram, TikTok, whatever, and go search hashtags for things that relate to the content you make, like Baltimore EDM scene or Baltimore, I don't know what scene you would describe yours as, Saber, like, DJ scene or whatever. Go find people that you vibe with, interact with their content, care about them and their content, then chances are they're gonna see you and they're gonna like you back. The cool thing about it is you'll build an audience of people that you genuinely like, you know? Yeah. I always forget that's something that you can do. I haven't really done that in a long time. Because I got kind of overwhelmed with interacting with people. I don't go on social media that often. I kind of like post something and I run away. Because it scares me. Anyway. Vandal says, low-key, I've been really enjoying the influx of users on Blue Sky because it's algorithm-less and everyone's just sharing their stuff freely without fear. Ooh, what is that? What is Blue Sky? Porson Piggy says, yeah, just do what you like. The right people who enjoy your stuff will find you. Porson Piggy, speaking of, I fucking love the Furby photo shoot you did. Girl, that was so amazing. I loved it so much. And the mask killed me. Amazing. Superlex says, I hate the way the algorithm has warped a perception of our own work and goals. Right, and we must be a community that fights against that. We must do what we want to do and create the best genuine work that we can. And fuck the rest. At least we'll see each other. Poor Sabika says, no guilt, just fun. No shame, just fulfillment. That's the mantra of the group. Vandal says, media posting platforms' algorithms are so poisonous in how their analytics are implemented. You're presented with a lot of data that you have zero control over in a tone that implies it's your fault. Fucking well said. Also, at the end of the day, the algorithms move and squish around, but a core audience will always stick around for your personality. Interesting. Yeah, I suppose that's true, huh? I mean, you guys are here, and I haven't even done anything yet. So that's true. Timberlake says, it's so hard in today's world, just imagine. It just helps to imagine the world as it was before the internet. And just seeing people you reach online was a bonus. Yeah, you know, the pros and cons, like before the internet, you really were prey and subject to those in power. So, like, you had to get a record deal to get anywhere. You know what I mean? You couldn't just mix and master your own tracks and put it up. You had to spend so much money. You had to convince people. I think there was more pressure to meet some standard that way. Now, there's still those gatekeepers, but it's algorithm. It's non-human. In my stuff, I cuss a lot. And I know that tanks you in the algorithm. I cuss a lot. A lot. And I use the word murder in my thumbnail. And I think in stalking, in the caption of my last video. So I'm like, oh, oops. But you know, I don't want to live where we can't say these words. You know? I don't want to feed into that. There's some words, obviously, that I think we shouldn't say. But murder? Stalking? Fuck? You know? Come on. Elnax says, rock that island. That is her fan base. I'm not sure what you mean, but let's rock the island. Vandal says, and whenever you get a good dice roll and get pushed again, the core audience is there to welcome all the new folks. That is true. You know, I will say, like, I love that the Eggies just operate on their own for the most part. Like, it's weird to just lurk the Eggie group, you know? And I don't have to do anything. Like, it's just a group of friends now. And I'm so proud of the fact that, like, whenever someone new comes in, everyone's so welcoming. Everyone is so gracious and loving on each other. It's amazing. And I'm sure that's just because we're so small still, you know, that we haven't accrued toxicity. And hopefully we don't. But don't worry, I will deal with toxicity once it appears. Silverlike says, Yokiness on a numeric level, compared to you have unimaginable... Oh, compared to me, you have unimaginable success, so feel free to compare yourself to me. No! To make yourself feel better now! And that's not true. That's not true. You know, because I listen to your music, right? And your music is so cool. Often I'll have the thought, man, I wish I made that. You know? Success is... No compare. Elnox says islands can get bigger or smaller based on their environmental factors, and they love Rad. Rad is such a charming game. The mechanics are clunky, they don't make a lot of sense, but what a fucking cool game. So the idea, for those who don't know, is it takes place in like 80 play as, or maybe it's PS2, I don't know, maybe Dreamcast, like I said, but you select one of three characters. You're in Japan, and then Japan is attacked by this giant, you know, like transformer like robot, called the Vulgara, and you have to you're like the chairman of this committee that's working on their own giant robot. It's also set place, I think if I remember correctly, it's set place in this like version of the world that there's like this type of radiation throughout the universe. So no humans can leave Earth anymore. They all just die. But our atmosphere protects us. So no aliens can come into Earth, no one can leave Earth. It's like they can only use these machines. But you basically it's just battle robots. Like you're just a giant but you're in Japan. So you're like trying to not destroy buildings. It's weird though cuz you're like your character, third person on your human character, you never get in the machine. You operate it with like a controller, so you just have to keep using your like anti-gravity boots to fly up onto skyscrapers and buildings and operate the giant robot mech from afar. It's such weird mechanics, but it's really I don't know, it's a vibe. You guys should watch it. Game Grumps are doing a playthrough of it right now. It's really good. Vandal says, "Oh, Robot Alchemic Drive. I've never played it, but I remember staring at it at magazines way back. Dude, it's so... Again, Game Grumps, they literally just posted 3 episodes of it. It's so funny. It's so funny. It's so good." Like says, "Sharks are also dangerous if they're curious, because like cats, they explore with biting. That is true. But there are ways that you can gently like push them away. You just steer them away. Because, yeah." El Nexus, I've seen the memes from the now. Oh, you mean from Game Grumps or from something else? Yeah, now is hilarious. Saberlex says, heard an expert say if a shark comes near you, don't flee because you'll look like prey. Gently push their face to one side because nothing does that to them and they won't attack. Yeah, exactly. You just have to redirect them. Like if they're coming at you like this, you just grab their nose and you just push down and away, and then you like guide. You get yourself like behind them or underneath them, away from their mouth. And if they come at you, you just keep doing that. Yeah. And Saber like says, "Thank you for providing the space for us to be." Aw, Saber. And we're literally here to listen to you talk. Don't feel bad about doing so. Thank you, Saber. Elnex says, "No, I love this whole introspective, reflective side of you, and we should all be so lucky to be self-actualized." I really thank you guys for being okay with me just like blah 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 blah. I really do appreciate it because I can't seem to control it right now. It's just blah 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 time. Saberlike says, "Replying to story posts drives engagement like nothing else." Really? Does it really? I didn't know that. Vandal says, "Nah, you're not talking too much as a chill stream. I just hope we're not fully distracting you from smashing that crafting." Oh yeah, I forgot what I was supposed to be doing. Elsa says, "You're speaking how I'm feeling. I feel a lot of pressure to work in a professional costuming for a number of reasons, but the creative burnout is tough. It's nice talking to people who get it." I can't even imagine on that level, Elsa, because you're actively like out there and people are employing you and to want to do your own stuff, but having to do stuff for other people. I learned when I got hired to do the song commission for RPG Girl, a project that I'm so excited about, that I think is so amazing, and I want to support them as much as possible. I found it so painful and difficult to do music for other people because then you have to live up to their standard. Not that they were so gracious. They really didn't. They weren't difficult at all. It's not like they imposed any kind of standard. And this is probably just trauma from the contract that I was in, but it's so... it was like I forgot how to do music altogether because I only know how to do what I like. Doing something for someone else's standard or trying to please them is so stressful. So stressful. I couldn't do it. So Elsa, I feel you. Elmax is ew. Okay, I'm doing both the X butt and the sad face. Captain Morgan is here. I'm here looking, but crocheting simultaneously. Let's go. We got Tots calls it a parallel play. Excited to see how your cat turns out, Alnax. I know. Alex is posting void chip stuff and asking for suggestions for local DJs led me to connect with the DIY hardcore rave scene. Oh, smart. Smart, yeah. Portion Piggy says, I like that go find your community. Yeah, exactly. You know? Uh, Elmax says Blue Sky's like Twitter, but not Twitter. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I haven't heard of it or looked into it at all. Hold on. Gotta fix my shorts. Gotta fix my shorts. Okay. You know, Elsa. Wait, let me catch up real quick, because then I have something to say. Cyberlike likes threads. Yeah, we know you do. you love kicking up shit on threads. You love oh, you're so funny on threads. Cyberlike likes to say controversial takes on threads to get people mad. But I mean, it's just really funny. Elsa says I missed the last 7 minutes because my Wi-Fi was a B. Oh, no worries. Oh, Maury, theirs was too. Weird. I'm sorry. Oh shit. Also says the information being shared is just too powerful for the net void. Sablack says your kind words about my music are so meaningful to me. It's like pulling teeth to get anyone to listen. I get like 3 streams per month on Spotify, individual streams and not just listeners. Yeah, no, my streams are really low too. I don't really do anything to push music, so because I just feel like I have just a fucking handful of songs. Everyone who knows me knows them already, so it's like, you know, I have nothing to push yet. But so you're like, I think that your music would stand out so much with just a slight rebranding. It needs more you. People care about when they can see the person, the entity behind it. You know what I mean? So I think that if you were able to infuse more of you in the visual representation of your music would become like lore to you as an artist, you know? And I wonder if that would help distinguish it more. Or like make it like help get more traction, because your music is so good. And branding is fucking everything. Everything. Oh, Maury says Sames. It keeps looking like the stream ended for me. I don't know what's happening. Did it really? Hold on. Weird. Yeah, try like resetting. Because mine is still going. I wonder what happened. I wonder if you're seeing this at all. Just trying to wait to see if anything happens. Yeah, Saberlike. So you know how like Mozart, everyone knows Mozart's music, but one of the ways Mozart stands out from other composers is he was such an enigmatic character, you know? People see him as like this mad musician almost, you know? And I feel like you're very similar, like, you're very eccentric, and you're very, like, and you're accessible too. So, there's a lot for people to chew on there. I think it's just the branding. Like, the more you do Void Chips stuff too, Void Chips, color palette, Void Chips, font, the styling of it so far, the brand that's coming together is very, very strong. I learned about the branding element when I was in the contract and we had to rename our band, which we were originally Yolk, and then there was a fucking 1,000 Yolks out there, so then I turned into Yolkness. um, I learned a lot about the power of a brand, you know? Because brand, I think, is just like another way to describe the complete picture of an entity, the complete offering, the complete package of what this person is doing and what they're about. A lot of it's so funny when if I'm posting content, if I'm in the image, people will click on it more than if it's just an image of anything else. If it's of the rooftops, if it's of a cloud, you know what I mean? Because people get curious about the person. Yeah. Weird. Vandal says the stream was getting skippy for me, but it cleared up. Interesting. Had to restart YouTube and it came back. That's so weird, yeah, because on my side it's consistent. I wonder why. That's so weird. Okay, guys. I love all of you. And I'm so proud of all of you. And look at us out here in the void, just figuring our shit out and talking these talks. Talking through the complicated feelings. I need to get a little bit serious, because I am on a deadline today. Deadline as in, my goal is to still open the Patreon by November and get all the Soft Sides merch in line. So it's a part of the Patreon release, but also so I can finish the song and the music video. And anytime you release a song, even if nobody buys it, I've had a lot of, I don't want to keep using the word success, but, I've had good outcome from if I release a song and there's a phrase, what is it? Oh yeah, if you're gonna post a song, if you're gonna release something, a video, a picture, like even if it's just posting a picture on Instagram, like make a big to-do about it. Go the distance. Make a big deal out of it, you know? Even if I think sometimes creative people have this voice in the back of their head. I used to a ton until I really got going in my own identity. But it started creeping back up recently where it's like if I post something, the voice in my head goes almost as if speaking for my fear of what other people might be thinking about me. It's like, who does she think she is? Oh, she must think that she's some big hotshot, you know, posting about it in her stories all the time. Or like, look at this post, it only has 5 likes, like, who does she think she is, you know? But yet I go, fuck that, you gotta throw that away. You gotta make a huge to-do about anything you do, I realized. So with the Soft Sides, I'm gonna make the best recording and mix that I can. I'm gonna reach out to as many indie radio stations that I can, like KCRW or the Long Beach College one, or even just underground LA ones. I'm going to make the best merch that I can, and edit the best music video I can, and I'm gonna talk about it, and I'm gonna go the full distance with it, even if it results in nothing. Because chances are it'll have better results than if I didn't do those things. You know what I mean? Anyway, so I have a lot of prep for Soft Sides to still do. The Eggy figurines are important, but they're not. Oh, I even forgot to say, guys, something I've been working on for the Eggy figures. If you picked up an Eggy figure from the last batch, I only made 5 of them before. The packaging for them, to keep the Eggy stationary, I had this, plastic tie wrapped around it. I didn't know, but the tie dug into the finish of the Eggy figurine and made these really unsightly grooves into it. So this time I'm trying to avoid that. So I 3D modeled packaging that fits right the exact same shape as the Eggy. And I thought I was going to 3D print it, but then found out 3D printing is very expensive and it doesn't make any sense to 3D print packaging for an Eggy figurine. So then I learned, of something called vacuum forming. And it's what all toy packaging is made out of. It's you melt plastic, you heat it up to the point where it's molten. You have this little box that's like vacuum sealed on, like has a little like a vacuum underneath it. There's holes on top. You put your figurine on top. You melt the plastic. You turn on the vacuum so it's pulling air down. Once that plastic melts to it's like liquid almost. You just put it down on top of the toy, and the vacuum seal will suck the plastic to a perfect form around your toy or your figurine that you're making or whatever you're making, right? A perfect copy. So I'm building a vacuum former right now. I just picked up last night from OfferUp an unused toaster oven to melt the plastic for only $10. Like, what a fucking deal. I bought some of the metal parts that I needed to build the frame to melt the plastic, and I just need to cut down the wood, the pegboard, glue it and nail it all together to build the vacuum former. But this is very exciting because now I will be able to do packaging, like really cool Eggy packaging, you know? Anyway, blah blah blah. What's going on here? Hold on, let me catch up real quick. Catching up. Elsa says party hat time. Yes, Elsa, party hat time. And Marcus is here. Marcus. Hi, Marcus. Says, hey gang, hope you're well. I'm here to lurk and relax for sleepy times. Very good. We're having such a chill day, Marcus. We're talking about a bunch of stuff, but I think a lot of us are feeling like struggling with motivation, just white knuckling it, feeling a little lost, you know. So we're just having a really chill, just gonna make stuff kind of day. Mostly talking so far though. But nice to see you, Marcus. I was just thinking about you yesterday. I was like, I wonder how Marcus is doing. Silverlight says I've become way less camera shy since started focusing on my music, especially the last year. In the pics I thought looked best, people said I looked full of myself, so I don't know. Ego in an artist is fun, but I think it's okay to have an ego because Silverlight, you don't realize is when you say nice things about yourself, when you hold yourself high and not above others, but you hold them high too, but you hold yourself high, you give people permission to speak highly of themselves as well. I forgot where I learned that from. My fucking partner. Yeah, so the cool thing about you, Saber, is you talk about yourself confidently, but you also listen and care about other people, and you're quick to praise other people too, and you're quick to help people too. So I think that if people are looking at your picture and saying that you look full of yourself, maybe they just aren't in a place where they understand that yet. They don't understand. They're not in a place where they can appreciate themselves, so they see you as full of yourself. But I think that it's okay to be full of yourself, you know? Because, like I said, you also still, support and cherish other people. You know what I mean? I think as long as it's not like I'm better than other people, being approving of yourself is good. Vandal says creatives on Blue Sky have been repeatedly affirming, no, repost your own stuff often. So solid. Maybe I should. You know what? Maybe we should do an exercise, guys, and be full of ourselves today. Maybe we should just repost our own shit like no one's business. See what happens. Sarah says, I think I have a friend who works at KCRW, person who wrote the first review of my stuff ever. Oh, wow, really? How did you meet them? That's crazy. Also, The Fool says, when I come back to social media, I will take this advice to heart. Would love a video or a stream focused on talking about how you pushed your individuality and persona in your art. Interesting. Let me think about that. A video on how you start pushing your individuality and persona in your art. You know, I think it was easier for me to do that when I first started as Yolkness publicly, um, because social media wasn't real to me, and honestly, other people on the internet didn't feel real to me. I completely accepted my insignificance. I completely accepted that nothing I did had any consequence, unless I was being hateful or something, obviously, but largely nothing I said would have any effect or consequence. And I just believed in what I was doing so much that it didn't matter. I wasn't, so it enabled me to post confidently, or in Saber Like's words, like, full of myself. Not that I was full of myself, but to just stand behind myself, you know, and believe in what I was doing so much. And then, yeah, and if you mean, like, posting personality and stuff, I was, this, I do not mean this in a sob story way. It's by choice. But I have lived such an isolated life, I am my own company lifestyle, that talking to the camera, talking to the internet, just felt like talking to myself. And so I think that when you're able to connect with yourself in private, and you are connecting with yourself through what you do, that personal connection comes through, and other people feel like they can connect to you because there's like a vulnerability there, a realness, you know. But it's funny, like, developing your own identity and what you do. It was really hard to say my own name out loud, like, hi, I'm Yolkness. It felt silly, you know? It felt silly, especially since it wasn't like an interview. It wasn't like someone's asking me, what's your name? I'm just saying it. I'm Yolkness. This is what I do. Welcome to my channel. You know, I think the butt demands freedom. He's at the door. Let's see if he claws. Oh, there's the claw. 1 second. And you know, now thinking about it, the other thing too, sorry, I noticed this, is I had dated people at this point. You know, I had like serious long-term relationships, or even at the time, people in my family that didn't understand my vision. Until now, no, of course, who's gonna understand your vision until you show them, you know? But people, especially in family context and dynamics, will do this sometimes, even if it sounds like they just hate you. It's meant well. They're just worried about your success. No, they're worried about your ability to survive. They don't want you to suffer, so they'll try to discourage you, and be realistic or something. But I think before being publicly Yolkness, you know, like, I just grew up having to like, get over the feeling of needing to prove myself to people, because out the gate people don't believe in you, you know, like, they don't understand it, they don't see it. I just took that power out of their hands in my own mind, and it liberated me to post more authentically online, because it was like, and that's what I'm struggling with now. I think even having a small amount of growth, I started to become concerned with cultivating that, and afraid of losing it. And then when I started losing it really fast, and I didn't know why, like I every time I post something online, I lose 3 followers. I don't know why. Every time I lose 3 people, almost every time I post, and it makes me. It starts to. I get this narrative. Am I doing something wrong? Am I like fucking up somehow? Am I disappointing people? Am I not living up to what they wanted? Am I so different now than who I was when they first followed? Did I fall off? You know? But now I see it. I've tried to fight it, but There's nothing I can do about it. I don't know why it's happening. There's nothing I can do about it. And it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. But getting over the idea that anyone is going to understand your vision, that anyone is going to care about it until you show them. But to do that, you have to understand it yourself first. You have to understand, you have to be so connected to your own vision first. You know what I mean? To post about it freely, to share yourself freely, and to start to carve out your own identity in your pocket of the universe, of the cyberverse. Anyway, blah blah blah. What's happening? Who's saying what? But yeah, Elsa, if you have any questions or anything, and I say that as in because I want to make a video or anything that you're talking about, but I might need a little more help as to how to answer that, and then I can make a video. I appreciate the suggestion. Oh, Elnax says, is it too late to turn on my Eggy design? No, it's not. Please do. Link is in the bio of this video, in fact. Yeah, so I do... Thank you for reminding me, Elnax. I do need anyone that wants to be an Eggy in the comic books, and more importantly, in the Dream Supreme livestream poster at the end of the year. I need that by, like, at least mid-November. Originally it was going to be like by the end of October, but I want to extend it a little bit to mid-November because I need to actually make the art for all this. I wanted to have it by the end of the year, but I might not. So I might need it by November. Saberlike says, when you got it ready to go, I'd be more than happy to reach out to her on your behalf. Oh, Saberlike, thank you so much. That would be super, super, super helpful. And I'll follow up with that with you. Thank you. Elnex, Vandalist says, Elnex, I think we both got a week left. Oh, I know! I can't wait to see Vandalist's too. Vandalist says, oh, you had asked earlier, but yes, I think it's also seasonal depresso time. Especially for the East Coast or cold region people. Yeah, Tots is really struggling with seasonal right now too. And me in California, the only thing I struggle with seasonally is shorter days and dry air. Because it fucks my sinuses up. I'm just like, from fall to winter, I'm just sick, no matter what. Saberlike says, thank you, Yolkness. I think I also just need a photographer who can direct me on how to pose. That is so good and so important. Or spend a lot of time taking your own photos on a timer. You know? That's what I did. If you can't afford a photographer, because I sure fuck can't. Spending hours. I have hundreds of photos, thousands probably, definitely thousands of photos of myself, especially in the beginning, of learning what poses I wanted to do, learning what I look like on camera, because you're not supposed, how are you gonna know? You know? How are you gonna know? Unless you do it. Saberlike says, I met her on Instagram, she does zines, and we have some mutual friends. Knowing her well since she started at KCW. That's awesome. Saberlike says, hardest part of being on camera for me is that I keep slipping into my mushy mouth Michigan accent. Aw, but to have an accent is such a cool thing. Such a cool thing. Elnax says, my seasonal depression isn't messing me up as bad as previous years, probably because keeping my mind and hands busy with hobbies and such. That definitely helps. And of course, vitamin D. I've been trying to brainstorm how to send a giant rock in a heat lamp to Tots so she can lay on it and just get some semblance of sun. Saberlike says, by the way, if you need 3D printing advice, reach out to Dr. Dreadmond on Discord. He's a pro and loves to help others. He's literally 3D printed himself a larger 3D printer once. That's fucking awesome. Good to know. I am going to need to 3D print the basic mold of the plastic packaging to have something to vacuum form to. But I did find one local to me, so I might employ them. Porson says, me too. When I post, people run for the hills, and it's usually like 1 to 4. Oh, I know. Why is that, you know? Again, I think branding, maybe. if it's helpful to anybody, the content that does the best for me is when I'm just sitting in front of camera, just talking to it. And I'm using my iPhone, so the video camera is higher quality than, say, this fucking 1080p web camera I've got right now. Like, the videos I'm making for this live stream right now, this one would not cut it. But having vertical... Oh, also, a fucking tip that I know I would probably have better traction if I stuck to it myself, but if you're able to make videos under a minute long, and just keep in mind, like when you're editing or when you're writing or when you're filming it, keep in mind, what does this solve for other people? Like, what utility does this give others? You'll start to create content that people want to watch. The best performing content of mine is when I create it in that perspective. And it can be a tough pill to swallow because as artists, we see the value in what we do. It's easy to get an ego as an artist and think like, I wrote on this napkin and it's gonna be a value. And it's a value because I'm a genius or whatever the fuck, right? That's just a dramatized example of an artist's ego. But the reality is, again, people don't see your vision until you show them, and people don't care until you make them care. And the way you make them care is you connect with something they care about. You offer them something. I'm going to test this out a little bit as I release the mask culture content that I'm making. I know a lot of people have questions and interest in the mask lifestyle, so we'll see if that's gonna be kind of following through with the concept of answering questions for people, providing information for people. We'll see if that performs better than anything else. Let me see. Evangelist says, I used to get really hung up on follower drip loss, but to be honest, it's likely just abandoned or bot accounts getting wiped from really funny TM coincidence. Yeah, that too. Oh, sorry, my nose is just killing me. I've never purchased bots or anything, but obviously you do get them, so I wondered if that was it too. And maybe and maybe before I didn't notice it as much because I'm not gaining followers either. So I'm just seeing the decline without the gain. Whereas before at least there's gain, so if there's a few that fall off, you don't really notice it. Yeah. Saberlight says losing 3 followers? No, a larger percentage of your followers are actively engaged now. That's the thing is I don't even think that's true. They were for a second, but I'm not sure if that's true. I'm so grateful though because the core Eggies are the core Eggies, like you guys, and it's pretty consistent. And even if me or the Eggies fall off for a few weeks, we're still here. We're still like a part of the community. But what's it called? I think. Yeah, no, I don't think people are as engaged. I think because I'm doing content that maybe people aren't interested in, such as video game playthroughs. Which is weird, because when I did a poll, video game playthroughs and music were the things people were most interested in. So, on the one hand, maybe I just need to do what I'm supposed to do, which is music. But, anyway. Marcus says, I'll try to get my Eggy stuff sent this week. Life has been absolutely destroying me recently, so I've been completely forgotten. Oh, no worries, Marcus. No worries. You just do what you gotta do. It would be lovely to see your Eggy. Just your representation of yourself. And if you need help brainstorming it, in the Discord, we could absolutely brainstorm it. And just be sounding boards for you. And no pressure, Marcus, but do you want to share what's going on? Do you want to talk about it? If not, totally understand. Yeah, we just care about you. Just want to make sure I want to make sure that you know that you can talk about it. whatever it is you're going through. Porcelain Piggy says public libraries have 3D printers for anybody to use. Yeah, I thought about doing that too. I don't know how to use one, so I don't want to break it. But I thought about doing that too. Saberlike says, you reminded me, Salvador Dali was a rare artist to achieve fame in his lifetime, and he would often pay for meals with a check and with a doodle on the back. Oh my god, my nose! It's killing me! I didn't know that. That's funny. And Saberlike says, no, that's what I mean. If you have 100 followers and 20 are engaged, lose 3, you have 97 followers and 20 engaged, thus a larger percentage. Oh, yeah! Good point, good point. That is true. Good point. Good way to think about it. That's right. Yeah. Okay, let's make some shit. Okay. So, party hats. Party hats. Party hats. So to make a party hat, math confirmed. Math confirmed. It might be better actually. It might be easier to glue the eggies because then I don't have to move. Yeah, I should do that. Party hats, I actually have to go find a template to cut the party hat fabric into. This was surprisingly hard to find. These types of ribbon. They're like high quality satin, but exactly 1 inch. They only come in like 5/8 or 1.5 inch. It was really hard to find 1 inch. Marcus says, I very much appreciate the fact that people are here and I can talk to y'all. However, there's just too much to talk about here. I'm not sure I feel ready to talk about it publicly, if that makes sense. That totally makes sense, Marcus. No worries at all. When you are ready, if you're ever ready. We got you, okay? But in the meantime, it's super dope to have you here. Really appreciate it. The family is together. Saberlike said, oh no, Porcelain Piggy says, don't be afraid. They always have people there ready to help, so you won't have to be trying on your own right away. Oh, at the library. Oh, good to know. Thank you. Superlex has got to test it out every once in a while to make sure the math still works. Yeah. Okay. Alright. I'm going to do the eggies instead. I'm going to make the party hat. I am vlogging all the making of stuff too, so don't worry. Like, the party hat will be captured. Put that here. Eggies. Eggies. Let's get some shit done. 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 Okay. I am really excited though. I finally finalized the design of the origin eggy pins for the Patreon. I'm only having like 10 of them made. Because they're very expensive. And I want to just give them away. They're not for sale. Other than, you know, the Patreon. Oh. But I've never made a pin before. And I'm so excited to do so. One of the pins I want to make in the future is like a variety pack pin. You know? Oh, Elsa, this is what I meant to say earlier too. I was just watching a vlog yesterday, an artist vlog. This woman, she makes like bunny art. She did a weekend at an anime expo in Hamburg. And she was showing her process, like the day-to-day, like setting up and how their sales and the items that she makes and stuff like that. And it was so inspiring because it's like her bunny characters don't have anything to do with anime. They're just cute bunnies, you know? And she sells blankets and purses and t-shirts and all the things that you can imagine. And it cost her like $2,000 to have that slot there, to have a table. The total trip with the employees she had cost her $4,000 for the weekend, but she made $15,000 from the weekend in sales. And I was like, that's more than I make in a year, you know? And it was kind of encouraging because it's like, you don't have to make, I think a lot of people think like as an artist to make a living off it, you have to create art that other people are going to want to buy, such as like fan art of popular animes or fan art of like seasonal stuff. But the truth is, you can just make your own characters. You can just have your own universe, and that can be your living. And that's what I would like the most, is to create such a beautiful, vibrant, beautiful universe that I spend my life. I'm gonna do it either way. It would just be nice if I could just do that full time. But to create such a vibrant universe that you're your own brand, you know? Anyway, Elsa, so I was saying that because you're so talented. I bet that if you went to like anime conventions with a booth, or like Renaissance fairs with a booth, and you just had your own like store of the shit that you sell, or the stuff that you sew, I am sure that you can make a living that way because you're so talented. And I 100% want to buy like an Elsa original outfit piece at some point in my life, you know? Evangelist says, I got a properly janky catastrophe of a thumbnail made for my stream edit. Gonna set that thing live tomorrow, probably. Dude, my thumbnail is so janky today, too. It's not even cropped in proper form, like, dimension. I fucking feel you. Stickers and charms and things have always been a real motivators of artist alleys I've been to, says Vangelis. Yeah, I know. I love merch. I love merch so much. I love buying merch, so I want to make merch, you know? I want to make stuff that I would want to buy. But it can be hard. Saberlike says, your universe is already so vibrant. I can't wait to see where it takes you in the days and years ahead. Thank you, Saberlike, so much for your support. Thank you. That means a lot to me, actually, you know? I really appreciate that. So, you're right. I gotta get to work. Okay. Guys, I'm so excited. Before I do this, let me show you something. So, I went to a specialty paper store in a nearby town. And they had like, it was just like this warehouse in the back of this other warehouse. And they just had rows of all kinds of paper. And they had little sample trays, and they let me take home samples of paper. So, because, you know, when you're trying to make art prints and stuff, it can be really hard to know, like, what quality paper you want. Because I want the paper for art prints that I make to be thick and high quality. I don't want it just to be like paper. So, but I don't know anything about, like, how are papers graded, and what are they called? How do you know what is a thick paper? Well, they were nice enough to even print me like a itemized explanation of the paper samples that I got. Check this out. So here's one paper. This is just smooth. It's you can see how thick it is there, right? You could hear how thick. For context, here's a normal paper. Normal paper, not normal paper. You see? I don't know if that's evident. Normal paper, nice thick cardstock paper. It's smooth and it's thick, and it's just a pure white. But I really kind of wanted something with like more texture. So this paper is 100% cotton, and it has like a texture on it. You can see. Right? And it's kind of an off-white, like this. This is a pure white. It's a kind of an off-white. You know? They're both super thick boys. But this is like $77. Oh, look, I'm in focus. How nice. This is like $77 for 125 sheets. This is $22 for 200 sheets. So, I'm flying real close to the sun with the investments I've already made. So, but the cool thing about it, guys, is for the art prints I'm making, So, like, this is for the soft sides prints. They're like, I'm using an inkjet printer to print the full picture, and then I'm using a laser printer, my other printer over here, to print black ink on these special areas, because I want some areas of the pictures to be silver, like metallic silver, and some to be gold foiled. So I've never done this before, but I've been watching a bunch of tutorials, and that's what all this is for. But some areas are going to be this holographic gold, and some areas are going to be this holographic silver. But for example, it's going to be small areas, like, let me show you. So for the soft size music video, a lot of the music video takes place in like yellow flower fields. So I want the highlights on the yellow flowers to be gold. I want the parts of my mask that are gold to be gold foiled. I want my bass strings that are silver to be silver. You know what I mean? So for example, like, here was just a test print. I'm not actually doing it this big. I was just trying to test the colors to make sure the new ink came out well. But here's a picture, right? This is just a still from the music video. But say if I made a print of this, right? But I'm not sure if you could see. This is just with a gold pen, but you could put I could put gold on the gold, and then I can write lyrics of the song in gold. You know? My hair tinsel, I could put gold in it. So yeah, gold foiling on high quality art paper is what I'm trying to figure out how to do. But there are two outfits in the music video of Soft Sides. So there's like the egg suit outfit in the yellow field, and there's like industrial background with the black outfit. So I'm gonna offer like different prints and stuff, and it's gonna be cool. So I'm experimenting, you know, with prints, with papers and prints. Anyway, back to the eggies. Lots to do. What are you guys saying? Angela says, YouTube can crop it for you. What else is it doing? I say as I smack the YouTube like an old television set. Elsa says, my roommate came home as you were answering my comment. I had to go chat with him. I'm catching up now, but behind a bit. Like 15 minutes. That's okay. Don't worry, Elsa. We'll see you when you catch up. It's okay. Vandal says that paper's got meat to it. Don't it, though? Don't it? It's a thick cut. It's a thick chop of paper. Elnax says, I'm going to email you about the form I need to sign because I could never figure out how to open that file and I don't have Word, but my Eggie is done waiting. I just famously procrastinating. Oh, right, Elnax. Thank you. Yes, I'll do that today. Elnax, if you wanted to too, you could just if you have an iPhone, you could just screenshot the contract, not the contract, or I guess it is, right? Or the document form, and then you can open that picture in like the edit, like the markup, the native app on iPhone, and you can just you can sign it with your finger, save it, and send that if you want to. Vandal says doing mixed media over the photo print sounds like a solid idea, right? And I'm excited too because I'm gonna make some shirts and stuff, for the soft sides. And I'm going to do a pre-order, so if anybody wants one, they can order it, then it'll be sent to my house, then I can pimp it out with lace and like handwriting and like puff paint and stuff, and then send it out. Marcus says, I gotta go now and get some sleep, but I'll try to be in Discord tomorrow and talk about my problems. It's very scary though. I've kind of regressed because of my social, but I'll try. Good night, eggs. Aw, big hugs. Marcus, come here. Big hugs, Marcus. You do and you be whatever you gotta do and you be. Just know that we accept you and we cherish you. And if we see you tomorrow, fantastic. I hope you get some good sleep, Marcus. And we're here to catch you if you decide to if you decide to share. Sweet dreams, Marcus. My fucking nose is killing me. Oh. Okay, guys. How long are we into the stream? Oh, 3.5 hours? Perfect. Time to get to the maker stream. Okay. I'm so excited. Are you guys tired of hearing this song on loop? Am I caught up? Yeah. Okay. I love these Eggy figures so much. I didn't keep one for myself. I should have. It'd have been motivational to see. I just think they're so cute. Look at this guy. Oh, look at him. Hold on. Oh. Hold on. Can you see him? He's cute. But yeah, like I said, some parts fell off. Some of them fell over too. Can't have that. They're so delicate. They're heavy too, actually. The body of it, they're kind of like paperweights. Okay. One of them lost his ear bubbles. He needs to be fixed. One of them lost the top. I think that's the only two that need to be fixed. Yeah, perfect. And then I need to carve into their heads. That sounds so brutal, but I need to carve in for the magnets. Oh, I love my art card so much. Okay. Okay. You know what's also inspiring? And it's going to be in the vlog with Maddie, but when I went to the zine event in LA, one of the girls there, what is her name? She was dressed as a clown and she was super cool. She had prints and zines, but she has a character, I think it's called like Bobo the Clown or whatever. A lot of her merch is of her original character as well, and I thought her stall was amazing. I want to participate in Bobo's world, you know what I mean? Let me find the right name so I can tell you guys properly. One second. Dang, what is it? Oh, Jojo the Clown. Yeah, Jojo the Clown. And it's so cute, it's like this. Jojo the Clown. You know? So cute. And it was inspiring because I was like, okay, another sign that you can just make your own universe. And that's good enough. You don't have to, you know. Okay. And that should be easy for someone like Saber, like who is such a good writer and has his own universe, right? What are you saying? Fast forward to me taking a shelf diving Eggy to the head. Oh no! Did that happen? Wait, no, Evangelist, you don't have an Eggy, right? Because if that happened, that'd be awful. Eggy butt? Eggy butt, anybody? Yeah. Okay. Not procrastinating. I'm gonna be using... Should I use the UV light? I'm gonna use this UV light pen I have to glue back the broken pieces if the pen was here. Hold on. Oh no, I probably put it up here. Oh, I always put it here. Wonder where I put my UV pen. It gets very far without my UV pen. Where did I put it? That's wild. Where did I last have it? had it with my supplies up here because I was using it for jewelry making. Where did I put it? UV pen. UV pen. Ah! Yes. Okay, back to spot. Solly is here. I've been procrastinating all day. Me too. We're procrastinating together. What is it that you are procrastinating with, Solly? Randall says, "Yo, Solly, at least you did at least accomplish joining the stream. Woohoo! You did it." Porcipine said, "I hid the UV pen. Sorry, I took it home and lost it further." No, you're great, Finder. You Eggy's always stealing my things. Vandal says, "I have absolutely done the thing of carefully maintaining where a tool's case is while simply assuming the tool was inside." Yeah, I usually keep it in here, but I was using this so much recently that I just put it in my top side tools, the ones I use all the time. And it's such a funky shape, I just figured I wouldn't have put it there, but alas, I did. I do typically keep my things organized pretty well, but I need to reorganize them. It's a little confusing. Okay, I'm just paranoid. I don't want to lose any part of these eggies. So yeah, Tali, what are you procrastinating with? Maybe we can encourage you as I'm finally moving forward in my procrastinating. Okay. So, Sally says, "I was supposed to be trying to rewrite an old Panasonic P2 HD camera's DH power port after it got knocked out a camera guy's hands, but it's so old and crusty, I've been putting it off. Let's do it together." That sounds really fascinating. How do you rewrite a power port? That's so interesting. But yeah, let's do it together. Because I am also just now starting. Okay. So I have this little guy. This little topper. It goes... This one has one. It's on top of the party hat, the little ball. This guy's... His fell off. So I'm putting it back. I'd also like to remind everybody, I haven't found a good resource yet to donate money to, but I think it's important to talk about and remember that right now a horrific genocide is happening in Palestine, and it is escalating on a daily level. That's really like there's no words to describe it, and it's happening because, well, actually largely because the US is funding it. We are sending lots of bombs and artillery to Israel, and they are just getting away with an actual, by definition, Holocaust against the Palestinian people. I just think that we should always be talking about it, if nothing else, because it's very hard to know what to do about it other than talk about it, at least. Okay, so I'm gonna glue this on now. But I also, I do want to say that there's also a rise in anti-Semitism, understandably so. it is hard to stay not angry at Jewish people as a whole because of what's happening in Israel, but it's important that we separate the Jewish people that practice the Jewish faith, and Israel, because they are not one and the same. Hi, buddy. Hi, bud. My dog is, I don't know if you can see him, but he's kissing my leg. Okay. Oh no. I put it on a little screwy. It's a little crooked. Yeah, it's such a... It's tough because this is a voter season too, right? I'm never gonna tell somebody how to vote. Well, I can't say that actually. Who knows? Maybe we enter such dire situations in the future where it is important to make recommendations on votes. But generally, I think that everyone should think for themselves and do their own research. But I find this voter season very difficult because you have Trump, which for 1,000 reasons has a lot of negative consequences, and then also you have Harris. But unfortunately, under Biden and Harris, this genocide has been funded, and they are going to continue to fund it. They're not going to do anything. Trump has said that if he's in office, he's just going to dump whatever money Israel needs to get it over with. So it's hard to know what the lesser evil there is. So good luck to everyone. I don't mean to talk about it so casually either. I just don't know. This is my first time really talking about it on stream. I post about it all the time, but I don't know how much detail to go into because every day I watch the first person postings of Palestinian people, just unknown accounts, just people's individual accounts posting about their experiences, and sometimes they die and then their accounts deactivate. Not deactivate, but they're no longer active. I see horrific things every single day. Thanks to them posting about it, sharing with the world. And so I feel so much anger and rage about it. It's really easy for me to snap and pop off about this subject, so I hope I don't sound too casual. I'm just trying to keep a lid. Try to keep it kind of cool. Because I know that won't do anything in this moment to explode. But yeah, the very least we can do is talk about it and be firm in the stance of awareness that America and Israel are causing a genocide on innocent people. And if anybody knows of an actual trusted good resource for donations, I'm all ears, because there are also a lot of scams happening. Silverlight says, thank you for continuing to speak on the issue. As a government worker, my wife will almost definitely lose her job if Trump wins. How come? Well, what are the circumstances that she'll lose her job? Porcelain says it's really sad how many countries turn a blind eye on modern-day genocide to maintain access to lucrative alliances. I saw and felt this during the Artsakh genocide that began during 2020. Yeah, it's more and more. Ever since 9/11, more and more. Ever since Vietnam, I guess, but we just see more and more how we're so on the wrong side. We don't stand for freedom at all. We're just completely bought out. And I don't think that I think that what's happening right now in Gaza will follow America forever. I don't think it's something that we'll be able to grow out of. It's a stain on our country's history. And I just feel so helpless, you know? So with this voter season, it's the most fucked up. Like we really have to consider the fact that people like me that have genetic diseases, I likely couldn't get pregnant, but if I did, there's a higher chance I would have like I think it's called an endoscopic pregnancy, where your fetus becomes non-viable and plants in your fallopian tube. Women have already died under Trump's appointment in different states. Women have already died from not being able to get health services because it's under the umbrella of abortion, even if the fetus is non-vital, or non-viable. So it's just is like, on one hand, you have a man that says openly that he wants to be a dictator. He wants to remove the ability to remove him from office. And his own track record is, you know, he's just throwing back in time women's health rights, gay rights. Some of the people he's appointed to Supreme Court have talked about segregation, reconsiderations, which is just insane. And that's fucking awful. And then you have Harris, who has spoken out against trans people, will not make it a federal right for trans people to get the treatments that they want and need, but it's being left up to the doctors. She said she wants to keep it between patient and doctor to determine what services that trans patient can and cannot receive, which sucks. She also will continue to fund the genocide. So it's tough. It's ugly. It's really, really ugly. I was gonna vote for Harris, if nothing else, to avoid having a dictator. And to avoid the regression of human rights in this country. But another 4 years of Biden and Harris means more funding to Israel. And voting for them shows that we are willing to overlook what's happening in Gaza for our own benefit. And I'm just more in line of wanting to divest from the political system. But I guess I don't think that that's necessarily the answer either. Right now, eventually. But as we divest, those who have a conscience, the Republican Party, or the evangelical extremists, so there are good Republicans, but the evangelical extremists, they are not divesting. They are leaning in, so it's almost a guaranteed win if we let them have it. Anyway, sorry, I try not to get political on here, but hold on. Fatal says back. Had to take off my mom. She's persisting. Go, mom. Yeah, go V, mom. Mom Evangelist. Persisting on. Elnox says, oh my, I've heard of that with another YouTube having the same thing, endoscopic pregnancy, I mean. Yeah, to be clear, I've never been pregnant, I've never had an endoscopic pregnancy, but I'm a candidate for something like that. a lot of PCOS and endometriosis care goes under the umbrella of abortion things. So Vandal says this is one of those cases where looking out for one another is the most important thing. Yeah, I wish. Saberlike says, for me, it's a choice between mediocrity and absolute dumpster fire. Oh yeah. Elsa says, I have caught up now by watching on higher speed. Welcome back. Thanks for being here. Elsa says, Vandal says, a two-party system is extremely hard to navigate as a citizen when a lot of y'all's culture impresses the idea that you're joining a team rah-rah. I know, the two-party system needs to come down. It's such a stupid idea. This country is so fucking big. You really think you're gonna herd all of its citizens into two parties? What ends up happening is you get moderates and then you get extremists in both parties. So the party umbrella just keeps expanding and expanding and expanding as to what that party stands for. So much that it doesn't stand for, it's just insane. It's such a stupid system. Barely says, the outlook I saw, if it helps, is that you aren't voting for someone you like. You're voting for the one you feel most able to take the task when they're in office. I don't feel like either are capable of taking the task. The question that we're up against now is just coming down to dictator or not. Human and female and gay and trans rights or not. Actually some churches are requesting bills to be passed to mandate church service, but zero separation of church and state, religion forced in schools, or not, you know? Porcelain says, I feel like people need to come together and remind the government what we want and what we would like to support, like in the 60s. You know, the scary thing is, I feel like people have, especially in this past few years, since Trump, you know, everyone's been really, really vocal as people. We're more organized than ever. There are more marches than ever. I'm just making that up. That's just from what I've seen. I don't know the empirical data on that, but it just seems like from my own experience, which could very well be tailored and biased. I don't know. It just seems like we are more vocal and active than ever, but more than ever has it become apparent that it actually doesn't matter what the people want. I do think the election was stolen from Bernie, to be honest. I think that everyone was squeezed out, so Biden, in this past running, like now, before he became too incompetent to run, nobody wanted Biden. Nobody wanted Hillary. Not really. So I feel like more than ever, it's so insulting, but it's just become apparent to me at least that, we don't actually have a say. They don't actually care. Both parties are more alike in who leads them than they are dissimilar. I wish I had an answer beyond that. I'm still trying to figure it out myself. As far as like what the best course of action. If all of that of what I said is true, what is the best course of action? I don't have the answers. I just have the anger. This UV light is fucking crazy. It works as soon as you put the light on the glue, it fuses. So I want to make sure there's a solid seal all the way around. Saberlike said, someone said voting is like taking a train. You won't find one that goes exactly where you want, but you gotta pick the one that goes in the right direction that'll get you the closest. God, that's sad. Vandal says, I think a lot of folks, my generation included, were taught that we're supposed to feel like our chosen vote is for someone we personally support and cheer for, and have come around on the idea that politicians aren't our friends and should fear me. Doubly so if I voted for them. They should fear us, but they don't. They do and they don't. I agree with that, though. Elnax is funny how I learned about the separation of church and state through the song Separation of Church and State. Hey, at least we got there, huh? Music rocks. Vandal says in Canada we have a few more legit choices, but the best I could say about the most progressive one I tend towards is the most of y'all are incompetent. I will never donate to you. Now go do your job. Yeah. Saberlike says, I personally think the wins are so against Trump. He barely won in 2016 and lost in 2020 and has been shedding voters. He's making huge blunders like campaigns in New York and California instead of swing states. On the other hand, I've been told it's helpful down there to look at things. Hold on, I'm kind of burning off light here. The other thing I've been told is helpful down there is to look at all the other things on the ballot and at least vote towards your interests locally too, where impact is more palpable. I have one of those UV pens. I repaired my glasses with it once. Yeah, this pen fucking rules. Elnex says I made fake tiny food from. Hold on, I'm slightly distracted. Okay, that should be enough. Yay! One of them is slightly droopy, but not too bad. Both of these ear bubbles fell off. So, they're back on now. Yay! The cool thing about this 3D printed material, too, is when it breaks, it's kind of like a flake. So, when it aligns really well. Like, it doesn't shatter, you know? Okay. Now what's happening? Elnax says I made fake tiny food using that UV light from one of those model kit thingies. It's so amazing. My mom got it for me as a gift, and boy howdy was she right, because it is just an amazing gift. I think she gave one to my brother too, but he didn't want it, and I was like, oh, bro, I'll fucking take that right off your hands. Yoink! It's so useful, and because it's so strong too. Okay. Oh no! I have an itch. Where's my handy dandy? Handy dandy. Anyway, guys, thanks for talking politics for a second. Sorry about that. It's not something I kind of like that we're kind of a safe space from all that stuff, but I think it is important to not be totally silent on things that really matter, like Gaza. You know what's funny though? My partner is in the army, and their son that lives with us is just now enrolling into the Marines, and they're very caring, compassionate, wonderful, open-minded people. You know, they're not what most people think. I think when they think of like people in the army, and so I'm really grateful to have that balance, because it just shows me a lot of what they go through too, and the dogma and brainwashing that they get on the military side. And it's really sad, because America, before we had the internet, before the veil was removed from our eyes, back when we could just believe we were a great country, like great in the way that we treat people, you know, great in moral and principle. America could be great, you know? The idea that we are this world defender, the big brother that would fight for freedom across the world, that's such a romanticized thing that I wish was still true. I wish maybe that it was ever true. I wish that we could start over from right where we are now, like pay reparations, give natives back their land, and then we could all come together and start a new America. You know? Steve like this yoink this. Yup. Vandal says, I've started talking Politico with American friends at my main Toronto convention, and it often feels like they feel safer to do so in Canada, so it seems to help them once it comes up. Yeah, dude, it's so volatile to talk politics here. I mean, it's so volatile. At my job, different politics come up. Customers will just, I never talk politics at my job, but customers will just come up and just spat their opinions. And it can be really hard to not get angry and inflamed, you know? But because both sides are so extreme now, what we care about is so extreme now, that if you touch on anything, it's easy for anybody to blow up. Elsa says, I appreciate talking about it here where it's a safe space for me, at least for me personally. That's really good to know. Thank you, Elsa. I'm glad to hear that. Again, I wish I had more answers with this platform to have some direction or be able to provide some sort of hope in all this, but I'm still trying to figure it out too. I do think it is important to vote locally, though. In the way that Evangelist was saying. They say to do that, but it can be exhausting though, because a lot of the ballot talk, it's all legalese, so it can be really hard to understand what's proposed on the ballots and what they really mean. It feels like no one speaks frank and straight. And you know what's even scarier? One of my clients is older, like late 60s, 70s even. And she was telling me, she's like, oh, I have to go now. I have an event to attend tonight. I'm like, oh, what are you doing tonight? And she said, she's like, every week we have, in the voter season, there are these, I don't know if she every week, but she's like, we have these, I think she did, anyway, semantics. She said, we have these meetings put on by our city that it's for old elderly people to go to, and we sit down, and then they have this panel of people, doctors, lawyers, all these different people, and they tell you what to vote for. And I thought that was, I'm like, what do you literally mean? She's like, yeah, they will tell us what we should vote for and what we shouldn't vote for. And to me, that's so scary. It's like, how is that not illegal? To be mobilizing a spectrum of people that are vulnerable, the elderly, you know, and preying on their fears and just telling them what to vote for. That serves the interests of whoever is organizing the events. But apparently both sides do it. This one happened to be Republican, because it's for a wealthy city that she's from. And that's scary because all they care about, literally all they care about is taxes. So they're going to vote for Trump just for the promises of tax cuts and that the rich aren't going to get taxed. And it's like, wow, you just don't care about anybody else, or you don't know. You know, it's insane. Cosmic is here. Hi, Cosmic. What's going on? Daniel says, it may not feel like a lot, but having any awareness is very powerful, even if it feels powerless in the moment. That's what I've kind of, at the very minimum, with all the footage I see every day of just indescribable human suffering in Gaza, the least I can do is not look away, and the least I can do is talk about it. Every stream, I'm going to have to start talking about it because I don't want it to just, it's so easy for it to fade, you know, you just scroll past it and then it's gone. At the very least, I just don't think that Israel should get away with doing this. I don't think America should get away with doing this. Elnax says, that reminds me of this alternative timeline story I thought where Native Americans actually fought back and kept their lands and how different everything would be. I saw a video that was imagining what fashion now or in the future would look like if Native Americans never lost their power in this country, and it was so cool. It was so cool. Yeah, it's insane that we still, some people, a lot of people, especially the Republicans, will say, like, Well, Native American got land back. They got, the government gives them grants and stuff. They run all the casinos. They're making money in the desert and fucking no man's land, you know? Like, they should get their pick of the pick of any land in this country, you know? Until they have equal status, multi-generational equal status to colonizers. And my ancestry, half of my ancestors were colonizers. My great-grandfather owned a slave, he owned a bunch of cotton farms, and he was a slave owner. Believe it or not, his name was Gannon. I'm not fucking with you. His name was Gannon. Like Ganondorf. And so, the white side of my family, we weren't wealthy or rich by any means. Both of my parents grew up in poverty, but they still were slave owners. And even back before that, they fought on the wrong side of the war. In the Civil War, they were here when the settlers came over. They're colonizers. Even before they came over here, when they were still in the UK, in England, they were slave drivers there too. They worked for some royal family, and they were the ones on horseback, like whipping people. The Greaves. But the other side of my family, the Mexican side, they're native and indigenous. So, from north, central, and south. So, it's weird because it's like the split of both, you know? Vandal says the romanticized ideals that kind of misled so many of us rely on a lack of awareness or acceptance of not having that awareness. Yeah, like before the internet, we never got to see the first-hand accounts of people that were suffering from American imperialism. And now you open your phone and anybody who has a phone can tell their story. So that's powerful, yeah. Now it's harder to not be aware. And now we're having to grapple with a country built on the abuse of others. And what do we do with that, you know? How can we be so powerful, yet powerless? Evangelist says that kind of information power is part of why it's so valuable if you actually have cross-generational folks who will listen to you and have conversations. Yeah, definitely. You can only say so much though. They're so set in their ways. I've tried a little bit. You can only say so much for them to kind of like change. At this point, they're so, their whole communities, their whole families are so set in their ways. Evangelist says, for example, the grandparents who will listen to their grandkids before they listen to one of those group information sessions. Oh, yeah. There, I see what you're saying. Yes, definitely. Porcelain says, it's time for me to drive, so I'll be listening. Drive safe, Porcelain. Make sure not to look at the screen, okay? Evangelist says, reawareness. In Canada, I did not learn about the residential schools until I was nearly 10 years old, graduated from high school, and was engaged. Or enraged. Yeah, that's the thing, too, is even now, people don't know the current state or how bad it is for Native Americans until you take a road trip through Arizona. Once you get out of our cushy cities, you realize not only is the Native American culture condensed there, but it's not habitable. It's all rusty, it's all dilapidated, not a fucking plant in sight, and they have major alcoholism issues there, and can't blame them, you know? They have zero prospects. So yeah. Anyway, fun stuff. While these are successfully glued back, the top of this hat is a little screwy, a little goofy, but at least now they're ready to carve in the heads. So, I'm nervous about this a little bit. I don't 100% know how or what the best way to do this is. Let me get a little sip of something. Also says on my road trip this summer, I drove through a reservation in Nebraska and was shocked. It was so sad. Silverlake says, I feel fortunate that I learned about Japanese internment camps in elementary school. Yeah, Elsa, it's so fucking sad. Like, just give them grass at least. You know? Give them the nature that they are so connected to. Give them an ocean. You know? It's really not rocket science. But even the way that Americans process meat, like when you take road trips anywhere, you'll see massive, inhumane meat farms, dairy and meat farms. When I see America as a whole, I'm just like, we deserve the worst. We're gonna get the worst and we deserve it. So it's hard to care to vote, you know, because it's like, we are just so fucking evil. You're just so fucking evil. I'm looking for, like, anytime there's a listeria outbreak, I think, yeah, we kind of deserve that, you know? The way we treat animals. Let me see if this will. Okay, perfect. So, I put a tiny magnet on the tip of this pen. I'm not sure if you can see it. But I need to figure out where I'm going to put these magnets for the tiny egg hat. Maybe here. Where do you guys think I should put? So, for example, just to reiterate, on these eggy figures. Hold on. On these eggy figures, I'm going to put these tiny magnets. Can you see? Where is it? You see the tiny magnet at the top? I'm going to embed the tiny magnet. So I'm just listening. I'm going to embed the tiny magnet somewhere in the eggy figure so I can, for the soft size music video, I'm making a tiny daisy accessory that'll magnetize onto the head somewhere, and it's kind of commemorative, like, it's just like, you know, just like a little accessory to commemorate that you were present during the release of the song. So, and for any future song too. Could be like a raindrop, it could be a teacup, like whatever future songs bring. So for this one, do you guys think I should put it, do you think I should put it like up here in the, I'm not sure if you can see it well enough. Let me try to get it in frame. Okay, is that in frame yet? Sorry, everything's mirrored, so it's kind of hard to tell what's happening right now. Okay. Oh. Is it focused or no? It's probably just too bright. Yeah, do you think I should put the magnet up here, like on the mask part? On the back of the head? Maybe in the hand? So I can hold it? That's kind of cute. That would be super cute. I could put it in the hand. Or I can put it, yeah, I was originally thinking on top of the head, like here somewhere. And I would bury it and sand it, so you wouldn't be able to see it. It would just be there. Elnax says, let it all burn? Let it all burn. I kind of feel. Evangelist says, in my opinion, it's a valid feeling and it takes work to peel. I voted gleefully emoji for my voted, you motherfuckers. Get back to work. Protests incoming, by the way. Yeah, I know. Cosmic says, that figure is looking fantastic. Thank you, Cosmic. It's, you know, I can't wait to paint them. They're going to be so special. But, yeah, where do you guys... Not the belly button? Elnax, the belly button? That is such a fucking cute idea, Elnax. Guys, should I put it in the belly button? Can I make a poll? How do I make a poll? Let me see if I can make a poll. That would be so cute, dude. Can I make a poll? Damn, I don't know how to make a poll. But the only problem with the belly button is the belly button is so cute. I feel like if I cover it up, then you won't be able to see the cute belly button with a daisy, you know? But that is such a good idea. Yeah, okay, so what do you guys think? Should I put the magnet on top of the head? In the hand or in the belly button? Pee-wee's here! Hi, Pee-wee! Evangel says there's a pull button buried here somewhere. I forgot where it is. I know, that's what I thought too. Pee-wee says side of the head would look good, right? That's what I was originally thinking. There isn't a ton of real estate to do that, though. Evangel says I just helped someone with this last week. The only problem with the belly button, too, is it's a really deep belly button. Look. That's one deep belly button. You know what I mean? It's like, you put a whole pencil eraser in there, and these, you see that tiny little magnet on top? It's so tiny that it would just get buried in the belly button. And the belly button's so deep, I don't think that anything would be able to reach the belly button unless I made it with like a little stick, I guess. Let me grab something really quick, guys. Hang tight. Please hold. Okay. Hi guys. So I wanted to show you. So this is what the first round of eggies looked like. This is actually my mom's. She bought one. But you see how there's the... What I'm trying to figure out is where to put the tiny magnet. Should I put the tiny magnet in the yellow part of the head? Or the back white part? You know what I mean? Or again, in a hand. Or in the belly button. Where's the... But... Elsa says, I think the head, because that's where I like to wear my hats. I know that's what I was thinking of too, because then it's like, if I did a water drop, it would be on the head, you know, like for the My Bad music video, whenever I finish that, you know. Kepra Mario says, what about back like a backpack? That is such a cute idea, though. Maybe I should make a little eggy backpack for you to store all your accessories in. Vandal says the head feels more natural and also allows for hats, but adding one to the belly button like, as an Easter egg on one or two would be neat. That would be neat. Conor says I think the head would be good, like a little hair clip. Right? That's what I was thinking too. What about floating a foot above the figure? That would be really cool. Elmax, what's going on with the other end of the magnet? I wasn't, or I forgot paying attention. Oh, so one magnet goes in the eggy, and then the other magnet goes to, like, I'm going to make, for example, I'm releasing Soft Sides soon, right? The new song. The theme of Soft Sides there's like a lot of yellow, it's like a yellow flower field, so a little yellow daisy is going to be like the icon for the song. So I wanted to make a little yellow daisy for the Eggy to wear on its head as a commemorative accessory to your Eggy figure, to suggest like you were here in the timeline that the song was released. So for every song, I'll make a little like accessory you can add to your Eggy, you know, or switch them out. Elsa says, could be cute too. Hands could be cute too, because then you can put like a magnet in anything. You hold different things. I know, like a piece of cake, you know, something cute. Evangelist says that's legit. My mom was an early member of my Patreon. Oh, yeah, my mom, she's so sweet. She wants to be like the museum for anything I ever make. So anytime I ever make or sell anything, she's like, I gotta have one. I gotta have one. And I try to give it to her for free, but she'll like just go purchase it from the shop or whatever. So yeah, my mom wants to be my Patreon. I'm like, you cannot be on my Patreon, Mom. That's silly. I need to be on my mom's Patreon. She doesn't even have one. But I need to. Cosmo says it's so nice to hear that your mom is so supportive of what you're doing. It looks terrific. Thank you. Yeah, I know. I feel so lucky. Pee-wee says I vote hand. Saber says my dad is literally the only person who bought my merch for himself, my mom, and my aunt. I don't even have any myself. Isn't that sweet? Also, oh, I was confused. I thought it was for party hats. I know. I wish I would have thought about that, because then I would have 3D modeled it without a hat on, without the party hat, and then put on the hat. Could do a belt. Man, it's a tough call, guys. Now I'm leaning towards hat or hand. Hat or hand. Hat was the original, like a little hair clip, like a little accessory was the original idea. Let me look at the painted one. Nice. Yeah, it's tough, guys. Tough to know. Man, it's really tough. Yeah, I'm kind of... The original idea was for the head, but I'm kind of leaning towards hand because carving into the head is more of a risk than carving into the hand. Man. I could do both. I think I have enough here to do both. Yeah, I could do both. Adds to the make time, but... Trying to figure out what's the best way to do about it. Alright. For this, I'm going to get a little pencil. Oh no, what happened? I lost one. Oh no. Oh, here it is. Yeah, that's about right. Okay. A little nerve-wracking, but it's okay. So, I'm gonna use, to start it off, I'm gonna use just a small tip of like a screwdriver. And then I have this clay carving tool I'm gonna try to like, cause it's really, really good in sharp, so I'm gonna try to use that. I don't think I have anything sharper than that, unfortunately. I have an X-Acto knife, but that might not be exactly what I need. Okay. How's everyone holding up now? We've been going for a few hours. I might need a sharper tool than this. I wanted to get like a Dremel or something, you know? Like, maybe my partner has one. I don't think I do. Wow, this plastic is more durable than I thought. This might be harder. Or maybe I just need the right tool. I probably just need the right tool. Maybe. Cyril says I'm here with y'all, so I'm good. Vandal says I'm all good, trying to hype up, going across the street for soda and snacks. I'm literally a functional human. I know, I'm out of coffee now. I really need snacks too, and just procrastinating. Because I have to go to work tomorrow, so I'm like, maybe I should just stay home. Live off the fumes. Live off the dust. Oh, actually, this might work. What I'm doing might work. Okay. Elnax says, I'm over here trying to boot up my slow-ass computer to email the X stuff. Oh! Thanks for doing it, Elnax. What kind of phone do you have, Elnax? What are we, some sort of Breaking Bad? What do you mean? Did I miss something? Guys, I think this is working. Let me see. It's almost... Now, dig a little deeper. I really wish... Do I have a smaller tool than this? Evangelist says, oh, there's a really cool tool for what you're doing. Obviously won't help now, but Wow Stick is a pen-sized motorized mini drill with swappable bits. Wow! Stick! That really does sound perfect. iPhone 6 or something, but my files are on my desktop, which is decades old and slow as fuck. Oh, shit. But yeah, Elnax, you could still get the files, like at least the one that needs to be signed from the Google Drive in the description of this video. Then you can use your iPhone to just use Paint, like the iPhone editing markup, and just sign it and then send it back. Evangelist said, Moria says, I'm still breathing, still crocheting, enjoying the community here. Good, thank you for the update. Evangelist says, I got one for putting magnets and pins into miniatures, it's super neat. Oh, fuck! You know what, dude, that might be, let me look into how much it costs, because that might be perfect. I mean, I could just use a drill, I guess, but I think mine is dead right now. Okay, let me see. Hold on a second, guys. I'm just seeing, where is my fucking... I'm just gonna see where I can find that tool. What a tool Evangelist suggested. Wow stick. Wow stick. Marinette kind of took a shit too. Let me see. Oh wow! It's so expensive! But it looks amazing. Wow. You know, eventually, that would be a great investment. Eventually. Cosmic says, Mori is working on a really beautiful piece right now. There's plenty of really amazing process pics on Discord. Oh shit, really? I'll have to check it out. Elnex says, by breaking battles referring to the voice you were doing. I wish I knew what you're talking about. Elnex says, yeah, that's a plan. That's what I planned to do, but the Eggy itself was on my computer, and I never reformatted it back to JPEG, so yup, that's what I'm waiting for. Oh no! The dedication. Thank you for doing it. Simulax says, just use an angle grinder for miniatures. That'll get the job done. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Okay. Well, if any of you guys ever pick up one of these, now you know it's been hand carved. It's been hand carved. Evangelist just assumed that I have finger joints, which have not been confirmed. I don't appreciate the fake news. Okay, 1 second. Please hold. Aw, Cosmic is hyping Mori up. Vandal says I'm known around town as a joint assumer. Yeah, well, it looks like the rumors are true. Saberlight says, FYI, if you need a tool and online prices seem high, it's worth going to a local hardware store and seeing what it could cost them to order it. It might be a better deal. Cosmic says, I came in late. Are these figures able to be ordered already? Oh, not yet. Not yet. I haven't, finished them. Haven't even started. Just getting started. But I'll be sure I will be sure to post so much about it when they are. Right now I'm just implanting a magnet in its head. But I'm sure just a drill will do, you know? Just a drill will do, yeah. Okay. For anybody that's seen the video game playthroughs, does anybody have any favorites yet as far as the game we've played so far? We've played The Bathhouse, we've played Bad Parenting, we played Egg Fried Rice, and we've played... What's the last one I'm fucking forgetting? Oh god, Paranormal Hong Kong. Or Paranormal HK. Okay. Are you deep enough? Almost deep enough. Almost deep enough. Let's see. Maury says they're gonna sell out so fast. I don't think so. That would be amazing, but I don't think so. I love them though. The last ones did sell out fast, but that's because I only made 5 of them before, so. I think I'm carving too much into this one's head. Let's see. Cosmic says egg fried rice was really fun to watch. Dude, I loved egg fried. Thank you for watching, guys, by the way. I love egg fried rice. There's a second episode I'm working on. It scared me so fucking bad. I was sitting here playing, and I, like, launched back, and I was so scared, and I hit the table with my back and knocked all my shit off. It was really bad. The bathhouse was so chaotic. I love it. Oh, thank you. Good. Tots and I are going to record more bathhouse. She's just been busy. But we're going to do more of that. And we're going to do the other ones too. Oh my god, it's almost the end of October. And that will be the end of the spooky games. But maybe we'll be able to pump up a lot more. Maybe we'll extend it through November. We'll see. Evangelist's bad parenting was really fun. It looked like Tots got bodied by 2 of those jump scares. I know, she just absorbed the shock and just shut down. Oh man. Jump scares are so funny. I know. It's so stressful though. Paranormal Hong Kong really freaked me out though. I'm not looking forward to continuing it. Super says, I like the part we got to see the ending. I like that we got to see the ending of Bad Parenting. Egg fried rice seems cool, but we really haven't seen any of the spoopy parts yet. Oh, I know. In the next episode, I go through a bunch of different endings. And it's gonna be longer. Elnox says, oh geez, the jump scares are so funny. Oh yeah, I heard that. Vandal says, every physics object exploding when you were behind the counter at one point in Bathhouse is so great. I don't know. I know, it was really like sad. It was really beautiful to see. It was hypnotic. Superlex says, I love the idea of doing playthrough of horror games and stopping all of them before anything scary happens. Would that be so funny? Elnox says, does Poppy's playtime interest you? You know, you would think it would. It doesn't. I think because too, like, everyone is doing it. I'm really only interested in like super indie horror games. So far. But Poppy's playtime, yeah, everyone is doing it. So I figured too that, you know, the pool is saturated. Why? Are you a fan of it? Poppy's playtime? Oh. Okay. This is almost flat enough. Oh. This is almost flat enough, guys, for the first magnet to go in. Let me show you. Do you see it? It's almost flat enough for me to glue it down. Can I paint over a magnet, though? I think I can. Okay. Vandal says you can paint over them. It's just really likely to wear off from friction if you don't have durable gloss coats involved. Finish. Okay. Yeah, I am gonna coat it. Do you have any recommendations on a good gloss coat, Vandalis? I got the Mod Podge acrylic sealer, so I don't know if that's gonna be be the best, or what? I was thinking about getting the Mod Podge, like, holographic sealers. Oh. Oh! Okay. Superlex says... Oh, wait. Evangelist says Saberlike, though. What a nice day I had playthrough series. The Cosmic says indie horror is really fun. It is. I love the graphics. Elnox says, but the algorithms. And yeah, I like the series, and I only played despite scared because of your playthroughs. Just thought I'd be up here all like, oh, maybe then, maybe. Isn't there isn't there a lot of Poppy's playtimes that you have to cover though? Sulex says, I'm assuming you're not getting into for the October horror game streams, but I'm sure Yumi Nikki was one guy in the RPG Maker. Oh wow, really? Cool. Itch. Evangelist says you can paint over them. Yeah. Sealex says just make sure that whatever you use is compatible with the material the figures are made of. I know some types of paint and clear coats will dissolve plastics. Oh, good point. I've been using acrylics. Evangelist says I have a couple of nice gloss coats from companies like Vallejo. Mainly the gloss coat is what adds durability. Okay. Good to know. Okay, so we got our first dude in here. I'm wondering if I should use a UV light to glue down the magnet, or like a jewelry glue. Instant adhesive, ultra control, jewelry glue, plumber cement, or no, that's all purpose. Probably the jewelry glue is gonna be strong, I think. Okay. Acrylic is safe with plastics. What the fuck? No! The jewelry glue is not safe. It's busted. No! Okay. Oh no, now my hands are sticky now. Okay. Fuck that. I'm gonna use, the UV glue. Thought I had a super glue, I guess I don't. Okay. Put a little bit of glue. Maybe a little bit more. Okay. Doing brain surgery on this Eggie. And then, let me see here. Are both sides equal? Where are tiny tweezers? These are kind of round. Oh, that's not gonna help. Okay. This magnet might be fucked. Yeah, I think this magnet might be fucked. Damn. Okay. This is harder than I thought it was gonna be, guys. Admittedly. Look. Get in there. Okay. Maybe that'll stay. Hopefully. Okay. Let's see. Ah! Sure, whatever. Oh no. Okay. Alex says there's 3 chapters to fire with the 4th in the works. Yeah, so I thought that was like quite a lot, right? Evangelist says acrylics will be safe with plastics. Some model paints are a normal base, and those can start eating and melting stuff. Oh shit, okay. Good to know. Elnex says the first one plays like a demo, about 30 to 60 minutes long if you just want to try it. It's got my favorite kind of puzzle. Ooh. Magnets can be in really little guys. They are. Oh shit, what happened? Okay. So we have 1 magnet going in. I wish I had one of these flowers already made so I can test it. Okay. Hopefully that'll be strong enough. Yay! Magnet in the head! So I think the head is going to be a cute spot. Okay. And now I'm going to do one for the hand. Should I do one for the head, one for the hand, or keep it simple? I think I'll keep it simple. For time and, just aesthetics. Okay. Is anybody dressing up for Halloween? Eventually, I ended up getting non-magnetic tweezers at Hobby Shop because I was tired of accidentally making them fly around and build tools. Dude, I didn't know. I was literally just thinking, like, do they make wooden tweezers? That's such a good idea. Evangelist, you're just such a spring of knowledge. Okay. We'll try a magnet. Elsa says, what if you did half in hand, half in head? What do you mean? Half? I don't think I can cut the magnet. Oh. Elmax says, keep it simple, silly. Machinist words to live by. You're a machinist, right? And I do appreciate that. Superlike says, I haven't had much time to think about a costume, but I think I'm new enough here that I can justify just dressing normal for me. Right? Angel says, most of my hobby knowledge comes from me going through disasters. Saberlike says, I've long said that you don't need to dress up as something specific to dress up for Halloween. You could just go crazy. Crazy with it. Yeah, unfortunately, when I walk around with the mask on in this season, people think I'm just in costume. I don't like that very much. I understand it, but I don't like it. I don't like it. No. Get in the hole. Has anybody ever seen the show Hilda? The cartoon? I've been really feeling like going on a Adventure Time Hilda spree lately. While I'm making stuff. Alright, just a little more on that. Oh, fuck. No, stop it. Have you guys ever seen me be so quiet? One of my coworkers mentioned that I have like a really like high energy personality. Hilo's here. Hey, Hilo. Welcome. Thanks for being here. It's just a chill maker stream. Oh wait. Elsa says no, half the figures. Then it's like two slightly different figures. Like two flavors of the same thing. I don't know what you mean, Elsa. I'm not sure what that means. Elnex says I used to be a machinist. Got let go during COVID, but I still have the mentality of working with machines despite being jobless at the moment. Oh, I bet there's a bunch of people needing machinists now. Well, that's really cool, Elnex. Always kind of wanted to get into that too. Seems like Halloween last year was sort of a proper arrival at my fabulous era with some regrettable happenings that night, but that's in the past now. Although I don't know if I'll have anything to go out in this year, we'll see. Yeah, I don't know. Give me 1 second. Hello. Okay. They mean do half batch with magnet hands. Oh, interesting. That's a good idea. Maybe I will. The hands, I'm kind of worried about where to put the magnet. Thank you for explaining. I understand now. Hey guys. My headache is like getting to the throw up point, so I think I need to go. I need to start working the mask off. I put it on so tight today, though. I think it's just gonna... And unfortunately, I attached it a little too high on this side, so it's on my under eye skin. So, I need to get the lenses in my eyes, the prescription, but the bridge width here makes my headache worse because my eyes keep splitting. So I think I need to take it off and get back to work here and focus in. But for anybody that's considering being a maths practitioner or is a maths practitioner watching this later, today started off with a headache and feeling really sick, and I was nervous about putting on the mask, but I think dabbling with pain is an important part of the mask process because it gives you the opportunity to dig in, I guess, and come above the pain. But when it gets to the throw up point, that's usually when I'll be like, okay, I gotta go because I don't want to throw up in my mask. That'd be awful. Also says half the figures. Yeah, having a handle the mechanic. Got you. I got you. That's such a cute idea, though. That's so funny. Yeah, maybe I will. And then I'll just offer it as 2 different options. Like, do you want one in the hand, one in the head? Saberlike says tonight I'm gonna try to get on voice chat while I work on my DJ set. Like I keep saying I will if anyone wants to tune in. Ooh! Oh yeah, that's something I'm gonna do on Patreon too. Once I get it going, is more live streams, more like what's it called? Whether they're just low-key maker streams or whether it's songwriting streams, like my drum kit and synth, my whole other music stuff that I haven't really posted about. I'm gonna do more like live improv and songwriting things with the drum kit and the synth and the loops and all that too. So I don't know why that came up. Just I was reminded through Saberlike's post there. Yeah, have fun, Saber, with that. Elsa says, feel better. Would it be cool to send my thoughts to you about the conversation we had earlier over the mail? Yeah, please do. Please do, Elsa. That'd be great. Elnex, I heard that you're trying your hair can pull out of your head skin enough to mess up with your eyes and sinuses depending on how tight your hair. I know I sweat my hair caused me. Yeah, I try not to this is really loose. I try to not. My scalp is so sensitive, so I try not to have too tight. Plus, my hair just fucking breaks off all the time now, so try to avoid that. Thank you guys so much for being here. Let me get in here. Let me just get in here really quick. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for being here. It's always a pleasure to talk and hang out, and it's been so much fun. Although, just like last time, barely got into anything, but we did get into some stuff, and I hope that the projects that you're working on is going well too. I know the streams have been a little what's it called, non-focused. Like we haven't been really talking about Dream Supremes. We haven't been doing the accountability trajectory charts and stuff, but we'll get back there. Let me see really quick. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna be editing the next egg fried rice episode, so hopefully it'll come out tomorrow or the day after that or something. I just have to finish editing and make a thumbnail, so maybe I'll do that. Let me catch chat real quick. Oh, Elsa the Fool. You can send it to yolkness@gmail.com. Easy peasy. Alright guys, I hope you all have a fabulous time. It's almost Halloween. Aw, Saberlike says that he likes just vibing in the community with everyone. I know, me too. Vandal says streams will flow like streams, as they do. I wonder if that's why they call it stream. Also says we did a lot of problem solving. Where does the magnet go? Which is important. Very important. And learned that the magnet can be glued on. We got the first one done. Very important. Okay, guys, thank you again. Hope you have great times. Post anything you're working on the Discord so I can see ya. I know that Cosmic said that Maury had posted something cool, so I'm gonna check that out. You guys are amazing. Thanks for making my day. Thanks for being here. You know, really, it does make my day. The fuck? Holiness is what it is. Autocrack. Wait, what? I don't understand. Oh! Kyle's here! Wait, it's Kyle. Kyle? Frick! Oh no, Kyle! Oh no, Kyle! Oh wait, I forgot. Hold on. Hold on, I'm so confused. I'm just so lost. Hi, Kyle. Literally just popping off. Yeah. How are you doing, Kyle? Thank you for the confetti, Saber like the confetti time. Dude, I can't wait to make these. Yeah, I'm gonna try to be super productive now. I'm gonna make a cup of hot cacao. You know what I'm saying? It's a little warm cup of cacao. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna sip it through my void. I'm gonna make some things. That would be a fun illustration. The mask is down. Ooh. That'd be a really fun illustration to do. Where like it's the art table but the mask is down and it's just my void, you know? And like my void is like reaching into the cup of hot cocoa, or the hot cocoa is just coming through the cup, coming through my void, just like coming through the air. See, on a print like that is why I want to do gold foil. Because imagine like anything gold, silver, shiny you see here with a gold or silver foil. I want to do really intricate prints with gold foil or silver foil details. Like think of the egg ship. Like, hold on. I just reminded myself why I'm excited and why it's worth the effort. Why our dreams are worth the effort. Okay. You see, like, where am I? Egg ship? So I want to do prints of inside the egg ship where it has like all of the like the inner components, you know, like the cockpit and stuff like that. But imagine that, but where is it? Imagine that, but all the like shiny metal bits again are in like foil, like silver gold foil, and it's like a super high quality, high saturation art print. That's the dream supreme, among many. Hold on, I don't know if that works. Hello. I kind of want to play guitar. Should I play guitar before I go? Kyle says, is the stream about over? Just about, literally. Kyle says, I've been at the Hacker Convention all day. It met some really fun people. Tomorrow's a job fair. I'm really excited about Kyle. Oh, guys, now that I'm at the computer, I can do the fucking... Yay! Congratulations, Kyle. Did you have fun? Was it what you were hoping for? Cosmic says Maury's progress in the Fiber Art Dreams thread. I think a lot of people don't realize that channel exists, but it's very active and fun. It'd be nice to see more people drop in. I definitely need to drop in more at all. Thanks for highlighting that, Cosmic. Stop, baby. Stop, baby. It's not time. It's not time. Drango's doing his it's food time, but it's not time. But he's trying to he's trying to convince me that it's food time early. Kyle says, I'll post my badge because it's really neat. I learned how to solder. I want to learn how to solder. Kyle, that's so cool. Look at you living it up. Lots happening in life right now, but it's going to be good. It's going to be so good. It's going to be so good. And you don't need me to tell you that. You already know. Okay. Good night, Kyle. Have a good night. Thanks for being here. Alright, guys. For real. Back to work for me. Thanks for being here. All my love. All my confetti. Let's get some confetti going over here. Confetti for everybody. Confetti Rossetti. Can I get a confetti Rossetti in the chat? Confetti Rossetti! But yeah, thank you guys seriously for being here. It's been such a pleasure. Hopefully everything will be hunky-dory, and we'll meet here again next week. Next week for who knows what. Probably more of this, to be honest. Okay, guys. Bye. Big hugs for everybody. Big hugs. Again, more playthroughs coming out soon, and probably a vlog if I can fucking swing it. Thank you guys for everything. All of my love. Goodbye, eggs.